section.
Okay, we're streaming. Let's get this over with.
You went to the wiki.
The wiki.
The wiki.
Did you tweet this out?
Not yet. I'm about to. I tweet out during the pre-show, Seamus. You should know me.
Why couldn't you do it early?
Well, you know, Seamus.
Wait, we're streaming?
Yep.
We're live on twitch.tv.
There we are right there.
Oh, look. There I am. And it's the past me. Wow. I look really weird in my past self.
Are you done? Tweet it
Almost
out?
done.
Oh, wait. I gotta retweet your tweet here. Okay.
What, are you waiting for me?
I'm waiting for
There's
you.
still nothing right now.
It's always
Give me
you.
a second.
You're the one that always does it. I just have a bunch of garbage on my feed.
It's really quiet in here.
Yeah, because we have 3 people, none of which are that loud. Our 2 loud ones are MIA.
I hear more of them than you hear of us before they leave.
Probably, yeah. Jordan, come on
can
now.
you fucking tweet this out?
Preacher Talk
Oh my god.
is
Live.
now.
Now. Hashtag.
Ah,
Ag.
Jesus.
Meow.
Fuck.
I
I didn't know you were gonna do that one.
won't do a hashtag.
Jordan, come on, my phone's overheating here.
You should do hashtag and plug your channel so we all retweet your channel.
That's
That
not
would've
even
been
you.
smart.
I'm not that thirsty and desperate, Alex.
Something I'd do.
I know you would. Look at you taking that drink, quenching your thirst.
Jordan.
Always thirsty.
Well, I'm trying to. It's not my fault. My stupid
Jordan, how
phone
long
is
does it take
autocorrect
to
and makes
tweet?
spaces where there can't be spaces.
Did Alex ditch you guys at PAX? Fucking.
Yes,
No. Kind of.
several times.
How did Sly get a tweet out before you?
Holy shit, they started when they started.
Because he was on his computer.
Guys, we're
Seamus.
actually about to wrap up the stream. So I
Thanks
hope
to
you
everyone
guys
that came.
enjoyed.
Hopefully-
You tweeted out like 4 words. How did that take?
Hopefully you enjoyed the insane amounts of like craziness that went on in today's stream. I mean,
That was the craziest stream I think we've had in a long time. Can't believe that person called and said that.
I know that was pretty
Oh my
racist.
God.
That was pretty racist.
Oh, you mean like every creature talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all this buzzing I'm getting. Stop retweeting me.
Oh, okay, I'll just take it back then.
See you all tomorrow. We are definitely taking advantage of the day, Sly says. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You're in for a
Well,
quite...
there's a bunch of.
There's a bunch of
the end,
huehhues,
so-
like, you know, BRBR.
I don't even want to show up tomorrow.
Something.
Is it me or is the audio not in the sink? It's in the dishwasher, obviously.
The audio's not in the sync.
Refresh for mobile.
Is it desync on mobile?
Exactly.
Is James here? Yeah, surprise guest. He's under the table.
We were just hiding him because we wanted. Yeah, there he is.
There he is, guys.
We were just hiding him because we knew you guys were gonna ask for him. So
Someone tweeted my channel at me.
just in case you forgot.
No.
In case I didn't know
Hey,
what my
Jordan.
channel was.
George, did you know your channel was this? Like, that's so
Well,
weird.
To be honest, I didn't really know. I just kind of upload to some kind of account that's signed in. I don't know who does it.
Whatever account is signed in. At the
Crazy
time gets
gnomes.
videos.
Oh
Crazy
man.
We don't even have a topics list.
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's
right
right
there.
I
Look
there.
at
have
it.
it here. I didn't have a
Under his
chance
root
to-
beer.
I didn't have a chance to like.
All right, let me see these topics.
What the
You
fuck?
see those topics?
Just on the pen for. I was trying to do like a.
Okay, can't
Like a
say
drummer
anything about
hands.
that.
Well,
Can't say anything
we're not
about
gonna
that.
Be able to say a lot of
Can't
things
say anything
some
about
of
that.
these things.
Can't say anything about that. I know a little bit about that. A little bit about that. And then it's going to take 3 seconds. So half of this shit I can't even talk about because I don't know what's going on.
Get wrecked, kid.
We'll get there. We'll
Oh,
get there. Don't
Jesus.
worry,
This is my new
Seamus.
sign. Like, I want to have a channel banner that I'm doing the peace sign and the rock.
I don't think
on
you should do
sign at the
anything
same
with your
time.
hands.
And this is my profile picture. Is gonna be like,
You have your hoodie on and everything.
and it's gonna be like, because I'm gonna have a vlog channel too soon.
A vlog channel.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time for me to
A
do
vlog
a vlog
channel.
channel because a lot of people want to see
You
what
know,
I do.
vlogs are the hip thing now.
I do a lot of crazy stuff in my life that a lot of people would be very interested in watching.
I mean, to
Like,
be honest,
it's
I
so
can
crazy.
completely agree with that. I
Yeah.
mean, I saw you the other
Yeah.
day going out for groceries.
I don't even go out for groceries, Jordan.
You get them delivered?
I have somebody that comes over and gives me groceries because my dad buys my groceries.
So you're still
What's going
living
on
with your...
here?
Yeah, what?
Are you?
Do you get your groceries delivered by someone or what? Like,
It's kind of, it's family.
a family delivery person?
Yeah, it's a family.
Immortal Vlogs?
Yeah.
Immortal
The
Vlogs
the
HD.
ironic thing, it wouldn't be HD. They would all be in 360p, right?
Why would they be in 360p?
SD.
Because it's
Standard.
Immortal SD.
I have 4K render settings.
I would
on
say
my computer.
Immortal SD Vlogs is one channel. Immortal HD Vlogs is
Yeah,
another.
you gotta
and then
upload-
Immortal 4K
No, because I have
Vlogs
Yeah.
is the next one.
My channel's called Immortal HD Films.
And then
So this
Immortal
one would be
IMAX.
called HD Vlogs.
Then you need SD vlogs and 4K vlogs.
I prepared 4 years ago for
SD,
this moment.
HD,
They wouldn't be
4K,
They
IMAX.
wouldn't be what the IMAX.
Immortal IMAX,
IMAX, which is
vlogs.
10K
Immortal
resolution.
IMAX.
Yeah.
10K
Immortal
resolution.
Yeah.
Man, how do they get the pictures so big? How do they get the pictures from this camera
it's a
and
crazy,
blow it
it's,
up?
It's
How
crazy.
do they do
IMAX
that?
cameras aren't small like that. IMAX cameras are nice.
So
and
they have
big.
like the big camera
they
size
they
of this
take
room.
such a rich image, Alex, that it's terabytes on terabytes of data in like one. It's like 10 gigabytes per shot.
20 years
per
from
frame.
now, those shots are gonna be nothing.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
20 years from now, they're gonna have like
20.
they're gonna be able to use sensors and lasers, and they'll etch the whole person's body to the exact like replicate pixel. That's what I'm thinking. That way, when you watch a movie, you can pause it and you can spin the movie 360.
So you can
pick
watch your own camera.
Yeah, you
angles.
can watch the movie at different angles and stuff. They'll give you one that's been director's cut
Yeah, the
camera
director's
angles.
cut.
But then you could be like, oh, dude, there's a half nude scene with Scarlett Johansson. Pause it, twist the camera, be like,
You would use it for porn.
oh, damn. Look
You
at
would
the
use it
size
for
of
porn.
that back
Except it'd probably be a stand-in.
spine.
It'd probably be a double.
Yeah, it would be a double probably.
So you'd be like, oh man, her
But,
double's so hot.
I mean, there's just so many things.
You're talking about something that would completely ruin
this
film.
innovation is so amazing. Imagine playing like Minecraft doing that.
where you could, pick your own path.
Yeah. Imagine
Wow.
I think you can do that. already.
imagine watching porn with that.
That's the second thing you reference. Like,
Alex.
seems like you just want to look at
That was
naked
that was
people.
gonna be, that was gonna be the first thing. I
Seems like you
referenced.
just wanna look at naked
Where your
people.
mind's
But
at right
I
now.
threw Minecraft in there to not make it seem like that was the first thing I was thinking of when I said that.
It seems like you want to look at naked people. Like that's all it seems. It's the only reason.
Let me get this.
It's the only reason this technology will exist for you.
I mean,
Well, it's
What,
a
do you
great
not-
half naked
do
shot.
you
Time
not
to.
wanna-
Turn off.
Yeah, you turned it off.
What just happened? Stupid laptop thing. Chromebook.
There it goes.
Yeah, it goes to screensaver. But since it's the Chrome OS, it doesn't give me any option to like switch it out. Oh man.
Kind of want to pet that squirrel. Seems like it might be dangerous though. Like, it'd probably bite.
squirrels? Man, they're all right.
What does their fur feel like? Is it like scratchy or is it
Like,
soft?
It's hard. It's
Coarse?
yeah.
Oh, that
coarse.
sucks. I don't want that then.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like a cat.
Yeah, it's not like a cat at all.
I don't think I want to pet it then.
Yeah.
Maybe scratch its head a little bit.
I saw this picture of a squirrel that was white and black. Had like a
So
black.
a zebra squirrel?
It was pretty legit. Some
Zebra
dude,
squirrel.
I don't know, something like that.
Zebra had sex with a squirrel and got a zebra squirrel.
Here we go.
Picture him. What the fuck? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Creature Talk number 47.
That's close.
I think you're missing like 43-ish episodes.
So
He's missing like 50
so
something.
Creature Talk 43.
Jordan, do you
Okay,
even
so
know what it
anyways,
is?
Welcome everyone to episode 99.
Oh,
shit.
Creature Talk.
It's at the restaurant chain.
99.
99. I haven't heard that restaurant name in a long time. Why didn't you do that? That's another scarred memory of Massachusetts.
I've never heard of it.
99 Pub
It's
and
a,
Grill. It was
it's
the
a
worst.
restaurant.
Never
and
heard of it.
And when you walk inside, it has big signs, and it's like, it'll be like reason number 37 to like 99, and it's like great food. And as you keep walking, there's different signs, and it'll be like,
Number 49, hot waitresses.
yeah, exactly.
No.
Oh.
No, this was an awful place. I think it was supposed to be an Irish-ish
Yeah.
bar. I mean, not pub,
Irish-ish.
it was a pub. It was a pub and grill. They had horseshoes everywhere. That was kind of like their logo. I remember going
Lucky
there.
horseshoe.
They had the worst. They sold chicken fajitas there at an Irish.
Sounds
pub.
good.
Yeah.
At an Irish pub.
Sounds
Seamus.
pretty good.
They were terrible. This place,
I got chicken tenders at the Irish pub we went to.
I mean, they would be a lot better.
Probably.
So where is everybody? Because
Yeah, there's
Well, I didn't.
Nobody
I
here.
didn't finish our intro.
Oh,
We
sorry.
are on the 19th of April here, and as you can see, we got myself. We have Alexander,
hello.
and then we have Seamus.
yeah.
Now you may have remembered this team from such Creature Talks as the Dark Souls cast.
That was
talk,
pretty good.
Where we talked about Dark Souls, and they tried to convince me to play it, which I've technically played since because of first 5.
Right.
But
You need to beat
besides
'em.
that, I was watching someone play Dark Souls quite a bit over this PAX weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everyone else seems to have died. I think that's what we're going for an excuse, correct?
I guess, yeah. They'll be back. They'll be undead next week. They'll be back.
Yeah, let's sure hope so. Otherwise, we're all cutting out.
Because it's
We're gonna
episode
go get
100. Yeah, we
drinks.
should cut
We're
out.
gonna go to an Irish pub out here. and
Every
get
time
some.
people
You
want
wanna
to cut
come with
out,
us?
it's like,
To an
oh,
Irish pub.
It doesn't even have to be Irish. Just some kind of pub
Just a pub.
bar.
Yeah, you know me. I'm always ready to hang out with my friends.
okay. No.
Alex, you have to be in this, okay?
All right.
And what?
I can. That's where I can start my vlog because I'll be like, I'll put the
not-
camera in and I'll be like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with my best friends Jordan and Seamus, and we're drinking. I'm still
Is that what
working
your
on it.
Instagram's going to be?
Well, I gotta script it out.
Well,
'cause
he needs to.
my
the thing
vlogs
is,
are
when
gonna
he
be
does his
scripted.
vlogs,
They're gonna be scripted.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to account every single bit of his life, so every little event that happens, and then he's going to be able to have an Instagram to kind of tease each of his vlogs, because he's not going to be able to post them every single time right away.
Right.
No.
So he'll tease his vlogs, get a bunch of Instagram followers, post his vlogs, and he'll blow up. I like this idea. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we have this is of course.
I need an
it's-
Instagram. You're right. That's the thing I haven't done
I mean,
yet.
Yeah,
You
I'm
didn't
sure
even
Sly
get
can
one
help
yet?
you set
No,
up.
I haven't got an Instagram yet.
Sly can help you set up.
I need to get like
Sass Sly.
yeah.
Sass Sly.
That's true. Sly does have a pretty legit Instagram.
Probably.
I've been in some of his Instagram pictures.
Oh,
if you guys
wow.
didn't
You've
know
already
that.
got to step
got a
up
lot
on
of
the
likes
competition.
on those. So
You already got a couple thousand
yeah,
likes
that's
under your belt.
that's my shoe
If you're
in.
really smart, you could try and mooch off of his followers on Instagram.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You could like start tagging him and then trying to get in more of his pictures and have him tag you.
That's
know?
smart.
That's
I
smart.
I need to get like a sign that has my name though, because I know that people are gonna
Why
not
don't you
think
just get a
it's me.
tattoo on your forehead? Then it's always there.
Well,
Be like Charlie Manson. He was pretty respected, right?
Charlie Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. You just get a big tattoo on your
Sweet
forehead.
dreams are made of
No,
these.
that's Marilyn Manson. That was a cover, I think, as well. I think he did a cover of that song.
I
don't know who the original
I don't
band
know.
was.
Well,
Pretty sure Marilyn Manson did. a
Either
cover of that
way,
song.
great people.
Yeah, the Manson
Awesome
family's
job.
always really great.
Are we ready to get to this topic?
Yeah, I
list?
mean, sure. I mean, we're here.
We're gonna blaze through this thing because it was kind of written with.
There's
the
like 7
expectation-
topics on
with the
there.
expectation that there's gonna be a lot more people here. So, I mean, as usual, we're sitting here with our post PAX crew. I mean, we headed out to PAX East, and
Was this technically the boring crew? Cause like,
Yeah, this is the boring.
this is it's known as the Dark Souls crew.
Oh, yeah, the
because
Dark
the
Soul-
majority of the people here do play Dark Souls.
about
majority.
66% of the people here.
66% is
That's
pretty
a
strong
solid
majority.
D.
It's actually 66.6.
About 30
Repeating.
something are actually good at it. So it's like, the scales are tipped.
There's a whole lot of Dark Souls here.
There's a lot of
so-
Dark
Downloading
Souls.
a bunch. On
I do want to get into it though. It looks a lot of fun.
Good luck.
It's a lot of fun.
I can teach you how to play.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if
Seamus,
it's-
would you like to teach me how to play Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I think that'd be the most hilarious thing I've ever done.
Well, that'd be good. At least I wouldn't kill Oscar in cold blood.
Yeah.
Wow, you referenced that.
I should cosplay as him
reference that.
and just have you kill me everywhere I go.
If you cosplay as Oscar, I'll cosplay as Solaire, and then we can do some jolly cooperation at our next convention.
Yeah, but
Is Solaire the guy that Seamus has a poster of?
Yeah.
The Praise the Sun guy?
I got Solaire in my room.
I can praise it. I can praise it with you. You
380.
can be on the ground, and I'll come in and
You'll praise the sun and I'll
give you
still
an
be dead.
Estus, and-
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't spoil any. Like,
sorry, yeah.
upcoming
Yeah, I wouldn't
things
want
that
to
we can
spoil
do.
that
Let's-
5-year-old game.
Let's talk about this.
I'm not
Or
saying the
horror.
game. I'm saying like any kind of video content that could come out of this, Seamus.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
All right.
Could be anything.
Wouldn't want to spoil the
let's
video
hit
content.
Right onto the topics list here, ladies and gentlemen. We have first on the list Martin O'Donnell.
Don't know shit about this one. All right, next topic. What do we got next on
Excuse
topic?
me, Seamus.
All right.
So me
All
and
right.
me and
You'll know about this.
Me and Alex.
I know. I've heard of it. I just don't know much
you-
about it.
It's
I'm pretty sure it's the Halo guy, right?
Me and Alex should know
All right.
most about this because we're the biggest Halo fans.
Because 66% of the people at
we're
this table
probably
play
the
Halo.
biggest Halo fans here.
33% really don't.
It's Halo v Dark Souls. It's really fighting because we could be the Halo crew, but we could also be the Dark Souls crew. Seeing as how not either of us has probably touched Halo in the last 2 months, I'd say it's the Dark Souls.
I haven't
crew.
touched Halo in the past years. Like,
Yeah, I haven't.
I
touched
played
it.
Halo 4,
know.
I think, and then that was it.
Yeah, that. Oh man, don't even.
And then it was Halo 3
Martin
in like
O'Donnell,
2007.
Who's the guy that scored all of the Halos?
All of them.
All of them.
He's got enough money to
Halo
quit.
2, Halo 3.
He's done.
Halo ODST,
Ew.
It's not something that you should brag about.
You should take that one off the resume.
Halo Reach.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if he did. He didn't do Halo 4 though, because that's when it went
No,
over to
he did.
3,
He
4,
did.
Halo 1 through
He
3.
did do Destiny though.
He did. He is working. Well, was working on Destiny.
It says
Apparently.
in his thing. It says it's like done. So he technically
Okay, so he did score it.
Did
so
it,
I mean, he's
so.
going to get the credit there. But anyway,
Scored- how much
apparently
would
the
you get for
board
that?
of directors. I don't know. It'd be a pretty penny though. I mean,
okay.
if he's an employee, then
money.
probably not as much.
Oh,
but-
well, that sucks. Well, screw that.
yeah, that's the
All right.
downside of being a talented employee. You don't usually get as much as you probably deserve. Anyway, so Marty O'Donnell tweets out that the board of directors at Bungie fired him without cause.
Fired. No cause.
Fired, no cause, just fired.
for no reason.
No reason. Just
Like,
fired. They were done with his
There's
music.
nothing he could do.
They're like,
He
you've
just
already
straight up
scored
fired
7
him.
games. Like, we need someone else.
I like. That's kind of weird to do that. I figure that something must have gone wrong.
It has
And
to have gone wrong. Because
Someone's
the
not
way
saying
he
something.
tweeted about it was like,
Without cause.
evidence that there
Like
was some
maybe
kind
he
of
like
bad
slept
blood.
with like the head
Oh,
of
no.
directors. Like
Well, that's worth it,
I mean,
then.
that's something that could get you fired. Right?
I'd
on the
get
spot.
fired for that, I guess.
That's what I'm thinking.
He already scored like 7 games.
I'm
He's-
thinking he must have got drunk and did something, and
What is he gonna do now?
I don't.
Do you think we could get him?
I wish we could.
He can
get
score
him.
trap
He'll
field.
probably score like 20,000 per minute type of deal.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I'm sure
fine.
he
Just to
would.
tap into James's oil supply that he's sitting
Yeah,
on.
we
and
didn't. Hey, they don't know about the oil.
His
thing.
millions.
No one wants to know about that. But I mean, I mean, it's pretty weird, and it's kind of sad to lose somebody
He
like
didn't
that.
have the music to dance.
He wasn't the DJ.
He needed the music.
He's not the DJ
Goddamn it.
anymore.
He needed the music. He didn't have the music to dance.
it's gonna be kind of weird, cause like it's kind of weird now though, cause it's like, oh, I can't believe we got fired, but like nobody really knew of this guy. Like nobody was like preaching around being like he's the best. Like when people think of like scoring, it's like Hans Zimmer and
Yeah.
shit.
This is the guy that did all the music in probably 90% of my Halo machinimas.
Yeah.
Like I use.
You owe him a lot. You should hire him
we
for your
should
Halo
hire-
machinimas.
He probably needs it.
You could
probably
bring
needs
him
to start
on
paying
for Halo
royalties for it.
machinimas.
You should probably send him a check here and there. Be like, listen,
Yeah.
I used your music. I feel bad.
You could specifically bring him on just for your Halo
Yeah,
machinimas.
technically Microsoft.
You could pump him
that
out.
own
He
that
does
music,
have some
so-
real memorable tracks, and
Yeah, he
that's the
does.
big thing.
Like what?
Do 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 do.
That one?
Alright. Do 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 do.
What else does he have? What else?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, that one? All right.
Which is the beginning of that song.
All right. So same song, really, then.
Right.
All right, that one. So he's got 2. He's got 2. All right. I get it. I get it. I got it. I heard it. Okay. 3 seconds was all I needed. Okay, so he's got 2 songs under his belt.
Are you kidding me? He's got a lot of
You just-
stuff.
you
I
just
can't,
saw-
like, that's probably his most memorable stuff right there.
That's
is
because
the
the
Halo
menu.
themes.
This is the menu themes.
The themes.
The menu themes are the most recognizable.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean
You
you
spend
'cause
the
you
most
listen-
time
you
in the
listen a
menu
lot
playing
to them.
Halo.
Listen to them a lot.
So
mean,
2
he's
songs
got-
and one's a menu theme.
Like, do you
Seamus.
remember like the Call of Duty like Modern Warfare menu theme?
Wasn't that
I
Hans
remember
Zimmer?
the Black Ops one. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun,
I'm
dun,
talking like
dun, dun, dun,
Modern
dun,
Warfare.
dun, dun,
I remember the.
It's like dead it.
I remember the little opening fanfares. You know, the Rangers theme from Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
I
like
remember
that one.
the Russian theme at the end of Call of Duty 4. Da, da,
Yeah, because it was the
da,
Soviet
da.
national
Yeah, that's
anthem. He would know that.
The fuck?
It was like the actual Soviet anthem that
No,
they
I
played.
know.
Yeah, it was Hans Zimmer. Good job on that one.
Hans
Call of
Zimmer
Duty
for
4.
the Soviet national anthem, which probably came about in the 20s or 30s.
I listen to that now and I'm like, I can't believe Hans Zimmer made that. They play at hockey games.
He's
and
been
stuff.
around for a
Yeah,
while.
He's
He's been around
been
since
around.
probably the 20s or 30s. When was that song made? Maybe it was a little bit later than the 20s and 30s. Maybe it was like the 40s and 50s.
I don't know if it was.
Russian
I don't know if it was.
correspondent
I don't know if it
Alexander
was
for that
post-Soviet Union.
Well, I know they've changed
They've
it.
changed it because
It used to-
they sang it at the opening ceremony, but it
Well-
was different lyrics.
Well, one was more about Lenin, I think. Or whatever. What was is that who I'm thinking of? Lenin?
Yeah, well, there's Lennon.
Lenin, and then they changed it later to be more about Stalin. And then they changed it again to just not be about
It
communism
was
at
like,
all,
it was
I
like
think.
the people. The people
Yeah.
are.
Don't they still have the same tune, but it's like different
Yeah.
lyrics now? Oh, there you go. I don't know why I know so much about this.
I
but
don't know
do.
why you know so much about it. That's kind of freaking me out.
I don't
I
know.
don't like
It was
it.
more
I'm
than
sorry.
Alex,
You're-
our Russian
yeah.
correspondent.
you're
Let's
getting-
go
you're
to
getting-
our
Yeah, I
Irish
guess that's-
correspondent, Seamus, who seems to know a lot about this Russian stuff.
seem to know
He's
a
getting
lot
pretty
about this
deep
Russian
right now.
thing. Yeah.
and it's-
Well,
They changed it a lot.
yeah.
What can you say? Martin O'Donnell
Did not score the
O'Donnell,
Soviet.
sorry, I keep on.
I'm sure we're gonna hear more about the story as
sure
it
we will.
develops.
I said unfold.
I just wish him the best luck in finding a new job. I'm sure he's already,
Hey, you
rolling
can
in cash.
hire him for your
but-
Halo machinimas.
Huh? I'm not gonna hire him.
Why not?
It was, but I just saw on the news stuff. The guy that kind of shoved us out of the party.
I wasn't there
at
for that.
Bungie. Oh, you weren't
I wasn't
there
there.
for that. You remember him?
Probably Alex. though.
What?
The Deej guy.
Oh, yeah.
He made a statement about it or something like that.
He made a
so-
statement.
about how Bungie wishes him well.
Oh.
How they were parting ways and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like Bungie was a
So
whole lot
basically-
less salty about it and kind of like, oh, goodbye,
So
friend."
basically what
and
the
Marty
guy-
O'Donnell's like, ah!
What the guy did to you at the party is
He
what
did
he
to
did to
Marty
Marty.
O'Donnell,
It's
exactly.
kind of like, no, you can't. Sorry.
They let him in the front door and he's like, I work here. And they're like, not anymore.
Not anymore.
anymore.
You got. This is.
And
We cleaned
he
out your
tweets out,
desk.
okay, I think I randomly got fired.
I think I got fired for no reason.
Here's a box of your stuff, I guess.
It's waiting out front. Oh, man.
Can I get back to my desk? No,
Poor
we already got a
Marty
new
O'Donnell.
intern working at it. He's working on the next score. He's working on the next.
Hans Zimmer shows up with his leather jacket. What up, bitch?
Oh, hey, Marty.
It's, what
Marty.
the fuck, what?
Hello,
Oh, you got my
Marty.
desk ready.
Hello, Marty. It's so sorry to hear about it.
It's a... Hello, Marty.
Hello, Marty.
Sorry, I was
is
just...
that Hans
This
Zimmer?
is going to be scoring
I
Destiny
was
now.
scoring the main menu theme for Destiny.
I heard your bit for the main menu. I thought it was a bit lackluster. So I did my own.
And that's how you got fired.
Stop it.
Hans Zimmer just moves in.
Oh, man.
Hans Zimmer, hashtag Hans Zimmer overtakes Bungie.com.
Xbox off.
Xbox off. Xbox off.
Who was looking
Anyway.
up Yelp stuff back there?
I was trying to find a Mexican place.
There's the three
all right.
margaritas not too far from here. That's probably the closest actual
I
Mexican
could go for
restaurant.
3 margaritas right now.
I could
I
go
mean-
for what Seamus just said right now.
3 margaritas?
3 margaritas
Should we order in some
each.
margaritas?
9
Do we have some
margaritas.
margaritas right
for this
now?
No, we
table.
don't. He was supposed to bring his bottle of Bailey's and he never
It's
has.
almost gone.
Well, then let's get a new one, Seamus.
we have to go. We have to go to the store.
Wait, there was a bottle of Bailey's here?
I have
No,
one.
He bought one of the massive bottles of Bailey's that
It's a $60 bottle. It's almost
It's
2 liters.
huge.
2 liters of Bailey's.
it'll last us forever.
Oh, man, that's going to be really bad.
It's lasted me about a
I'm
month
going
and
to
a half.
start
2
driving
months.
home drunk after all
Okay, we
creature
can't get
stuff.
that for the office then. We will not be liable.
Anyway,
for it.
so yeah, Marty O'Donnell gone. Won't be
Hans
hearing
Zimmer
any more of
replaces
his
him.
themes. Hans Zimmer is confirmed that he is replacing Marty O'Donnell as the lead music composer at Bungie Studios.
where are these guys getting their news at? Hans Zimmer's not there at all.
Yeah, well, do
Somebody
some more
came in here for
information.
some, reputable information about gaming.
Reputable.
They get the complete opposite.
You know how we do. You know whatever. You
We
know
just
how
make
do, is
shit
that
up.
it?
Hey,
You know how we do.
Hey, that's how we do. That's how we do.
That's how we do.
That's how we do.
Oh man. So anyway, I'm gonna skip right to this one right here, Alex. I wanted to get a little bit of an update on Elder Scrolls Online.
All right, I don't know anything about this. Next topic, please.
Alex has brought some very juicy information.
I actually have the
That was,
game.
I was trying to do a news theme, but it sounded really Indian. Like, it was
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
like, ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. Like, I don't know.
Sounds Indian.
It's the Lion King opening.
Hello, everybody.
I have some news on
I
this
can
as well.
see why people are like, because we did a stream the other day and people were asking us why we're not racist yet, and that was like most of the conversation in the chat. So I
Why
can
you're
see-
not racist?
Yeah, why aren't we being racist? Like that was.
Why aren't you
Yeah,
being
why
racist?
aren't we being racist?
Is that what groups do after a while, becoming established or something? They start to become racist.
I don't know. People are just like, why aren't you being racist right now? And it's like,
What?
well, how do you answer that?
Hello.
Can I get your chat
But-
on my videos? I say the word black and my video gets age gated.
Age
Like, wow, it's really black out here. Age gated. Racism. Like, who reported me?
Oh my god.
Someone just hit it right on the head. Hashtag the racism is real.
I actually have some news before Alex gets into
Oh,
this
my
about
career.
this game.
What?
I bought it. I bought it from Amazon, and it came like a week late for some reason. And I installed it. Never played it.
Okay. Well, you
So-
want to hear what you're missing?
I do want to hear what I'm missing.
After
Alex,
numerous just massive issues that this game's having, he says it's terrible.
are there microtransactions?
Yes.
Yes! Oh,
Even better. Even
love
better.
microtrans-
How about you tell us what's going on in
Spend my money.
ESO's universe right now?
more microtransactions.
Okay, we're breaking news.
There we go.
Over the course of the past few weeks since the game's been out, there has been reported bugs and glitches, one of which allows you to duplicate items, where people are able to duplicate their items and then sell those items to a vendor and keep maxing out until they get
Sounds
infinite
like-
money.
Sounds like our old Dead Island glitch.
We just be, oh man, look at that.
As you might imagine, this might be a problem for an MMO.
It's not a problem at all. That doesn't hurt the
It's
economy.
a player-based economy. It
doesn't
so
hurt.
it might swing
So
some
in a
tables.
matter of hours or a matter of days, the economy shatters.
So basically, just think that someone has the biggest money counterfeiting machine of all time, and the government does nothing about it and accepts it as legal tender. That's basically what's happening here.
So
pretty bad.
beta testers have actually reported this to ZeniMax before the game came out, but they didn't do anything about it.
Well, we know it's ZeniMax and Bethesda. Did Bethesda work on this at all, or
Yeah, I'm sure they
Not a
they-
whole
not-
bunch.
Well, like ZeniMax made it, but Bethesda's obviously going to be like, "Yo, you're doing
Yeah.
this wrong and shit."
any
But-
game like any Fallout game, Elder Scrolls game, this game always has like a bunch of issues. Like it's so big, it's gonna have issues no matter what.
Right. I mean, they pulled in a lot into this game as it is in terms of money.
I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten stuck in a rock in Fallout and had to restart the game because I got stuck in a mountain. It's pretty
Oh
great.
my god. So that's Elder Scrolls. And so they decided to go ahead and start banning people
Alright.
right away. You know, ban people, not fix the issue right away.
Not
just start-
patch the issue, just
Right.
ban.
Start
Hey,
banning
we know
people.
about this issue. Don't do it.
Then there
We're
seems,
not gonna patch it. Just don't do it.
there seemed to have been a crosswire type of thing going on where the people that were reporting the dupe were getting banned. So they started banning the
Hey, you
wrong
reported
people.
that guy cheating? You're banned too.
no, they're like, there's a bug here, man. You're banned.
That'll teach you for being a
Bug
snitch.
banned.
Yep.
Real life experience.
So people went on the forums and started complaining. To which there was a lot of problems in the forums where people thought that the
and
people
then they
that
got banned.
the people that were in the forums were thinking that the people that were complaining about being banned were the counterfeiters. So there was like a
Jesus.
civil type of war on the forums.
So is it because this one little bug
Yes.
wasn't patched out?
This, I mean,
Some
the
war
game
erupts.
obviously is going to have glitches and some rough bumps, but this was a big part of the game.
Well,
when you
when
have
an
something that you
an
can,
economy is at
Yes.
stake, I'd imagine.
like an MMO economy is a huge part of the game. Like it
Yeah.
can make the server, you know, like raise prices or lower it. It can do a lot of things.
yeah.
But
Pretty important.
They issued out the bans, and it turns out that when people got banned, they couldn't access their account, and so therefore they couldn't cancel their subscriptions. So that some people were locked into like 6-month subscriptions, and they couldn't do anything about it. And tech support or customer support wouldn't answer them for over 30 to 40 hours after getting banned for no cause. And when they took their problems to the forums, people were telling them to get out and stop cheating. So that was kind of how
That's some amazing PR. Right
That's pretty much 3 weeks of the game being out, and they've run into
So the economy has already collapsed. People are being wrongly punished.
yeah.
Sounds like a Mad Max game. Like,
It's just awful.
I mean, not
don't know
every
what's
game
going
is going to be perfect, especially MMOs. Like people are going to get banned for whatever. But I mean, that's pretty bad. That's really bad, actually.
Has there like since WoW, has there been an MMO that's been able to last more than a year?
So Guild Wars,
Guild Wars.
Guild Wars is pretty good.
Star Wars Online is still trekking along.
It went
like
free to play like within a few
it did.
months.
I mean, it's still going. Eve Online.
Eve, yeah, I guess that
Eve
was.
Online is very well. I don't know. So I don't know if some of you might bring up Lord of the Rings. I mean, that's kind of like secluded, but I think that's free to play too, though. Now,
yeah, no, that's been free to play for a bit.
so in terms of like paid subscription, I don't know how many there are.
Yeah,
I mean, Guild Wars is one time.
It
as
just
well,
seems no
so
one's able to offer the amount of content that's worth the money you pay a month.
I know, like what was the other game? Rift went free to play as well.
Rift did. The
And
Marvel Heroes or whatever that was.
DC Universe Online.
DC Universe Online, like
Yeah.
those all went
Defiance
free to play.
is still around. I don't know how good it's
Defiance,
doing,
oh man.
but that's still around. It's probably been a year at least, year or so.
Yeah, but and I think WoW is
Flappy
it's
MMO.
obviously still pretty dominant. It's
Yeah,
just it's weird to see this like happen right away with an MMO because usually it goes down the line and then it's like
About
6
a
months
half
later.
a month,
Oh, there was a
yeah.
big problem. But this is like game launched, huge problem. People are getting banned. Servers losing economy. 'Cause they're not doing shit. Customer support's terrible. Like that's not really how you
had
want to.
said something about their budget compared to like what was
Right.
that?
So their budget for the game was like 200 million is how much they spent making it, and I think I forget how many copies of the game they sold. There's usually 60,000 players online total per day. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
pretty bad.
yeah, it's not that great.
That sucks.
So
Wow. 60,000, that's it?
yeah.
Yeah, I would have rather have them just worked on like a new Fallout, like a new single player type deal or a new
For
Elder.
a AAA game like that, that's really bad.
Yeah,
There was a lot
remember
of pre-orders. There was like I think I'll probably be wrong here, but I think it was up to like 1 million or 2 million. I think like initially beta testers.
Yeah.
But in terms of how many people actually went on to buy the
Buy the
game and then
game.
pay the subscription is a totally different figure.
Yeah.
But
Because that's like, I mean, if you think about it, a game like Payday, which is not really indie, but it's borderline indie, so it's a
The
small.
first one was probably indie when it came out.
Yeah, the first
sort
one
of.
was definitely indie. The second one was it was kind of published, but not really. I remember they were averaging around 60, and I think they still average around 20,000 on their servers every day.
Yeah, they probably did pretty
that's
well.
not even like a huge game either.
Plus,
And,
they
like,
pumped out some like DLC
yeah,
faster for the
they've
second
been
one.
pumping out a lot of content for it. And then if you look at a AAA game that has a budget like that, only
Mm-hmm.
getting 60,000 people within the first few months, within the first month, it's pretty. That's like a death sentence right there for that game.
Yeah, they're probably expecting it to be a lot bigger with like an Elder Scrolls name on it.
Yeah.
And if it's only getting that many, then I don't know. It's kind of mad. What kind of numbers do like WoW pull in a day?
WoW pulls in quite a lot. That I mean, their player base has dipped since Wrath, but I mean they have I think around 9 million total accounts. So in terms of how many actually people play, it's
Are they
well
coming out
up
with a new
in,
expansion this year too?
It's up in the millions.
It's yeah.
And
Well,
they're-
that'll
they're
that'll
coming out
probably
with
bring people
expansion.
back.
I'm sure it's up to 1 million, and probably over 1 million per day. So I mean that's
I mean, they've got. I think it's hilarious because they make they've made their fortune off of WoW, like Blizzard, and they bought Activision.
Yeah. No,
and
that
stuff.
was-
They made their fortune off of
I
WoW.
thought Activision
and now,
bought them. Didn't Activision buy Blizzard? Isn't it Activision Blizzard?
I thought it was Blizzard. I thought it was Blizzard Activision. I that might not even matter.
I thought it was Activision buying them, but I have no idea. Why
Who
was
was it?
I would figure Activision would be bigger than Blizzard, so I would have figured.
yeah. No, I think it definitely active because remember when we went to Bungie and stuff like Activision was
owned
there,
them,
but fuck, I feel retarded.
I mean,
now.
I've been there. I've been to the Blizzard
the chat will
Activision
tell us.
headquarters.
The
And
chat
I
will
remember
tell us.
Blizzard Activision.
Chat will tell us. Come on,
Come on, chat. Come
on.
Pull
I
through.
don't know
for
why I
us.
can't.
come on, God damn it!
Come on. But anyway, so they make all their money, and they're doing the smart thing where they keep on content with that, and then they're going to the like Hearthstone, just making a killing off that before it even goes live.
Yeah.
Like people are investing.
I think it's definitely
so
Activision
much
bought
money.
Blizzard, by the way. I think that would make more sense to me than.
It makes more sense to
It
me.
definitely
but-
makes more sense. I'd say that would probably
God
be.
damn it, chat! Come on.
But no, that's how they made all their money. I mean, they had the Warcraft stuff.
We don't know what.
Actually, like with World of Warcraft,
Vivendi owns both.
they kind of they weren't expecting like it to blow up with World of Warcraft. It was kind of like they put it out there and they're like, oh, let's try it, and then it got so big literally overnight. So now it's like companies are using that model to like try to be the next.
blow up, yeah.
It's weird because that's not supposed to work that way. Like again, like Activision bought Blizzard, so
That's what they seem to be saying.
yeah.
Someone just subscribed too. I can't read it because I'm blind.
Slick Daddy Seth.
Slick Daddy Seth. God damn it.
See, I mean, like, there's constantly like MMOs that are being pushed out, but it takes a lot for them to actually like, because the way it is like people like let's say like I played WoW for 8 years or whatever. I put in like 8 years of like work as well as money into that character or whatever characters I play, and so when like a game like ESO comes out and they're like, come invest in us for a long time. And then you go in and it's like, wow, this is broken, this is shitty. Like, why am I going to sit there? Like, I'd have to really like Skyrim and its like storyline to detach myself from like other MMOs that I've played and invest time just into solely that one. So, especially if it's like pay to play as opposed to like free to play, where it's like, oh, I can play whatever, it doesn't cost me. But when you're paying like $15 a month.
You have to pay for the game
It's
too,
like-
don't you?
Yeah, no, you have to buy the game and you have to buy the subscription.
There
So-
is, so it says right here, its current CEO, I think this is a little outdated, but its current CEO, Bobby Kotick,
Yep.
Who we saw at E3 that
Yeah, we
one
did. We
year,
sat
so
behind him.
We sat right behind him.
We were being
That
a
was
little
pretty
rowdy
fun.
behind him.
Who was the CEO of Activision Inc. since February 1999 until Activision and Vivendi Games merged on July 9th, 2008 to create the newly formed company known as Activision Blizzard.
So they merged.
So they merged.
So Vivendi owned Blizzard and then Activision and Vivendi merged? Is that the deal?
On July 25th, 2013, Activision Blizzard announced the purchase of 429 million shares from owner Vivendi, valuing at $2.3 billion. As a result, Activision Blizzard became an independent company.
So Vivendi
who was
no
under
longer-
who at that point?
I think Blizzard was under Vivendi.
So
And
Blizzard was-
Activision was like Guitar Hero and bullshit. Like that was
They did like Call of Duty, I think, publishing, right?
yeah. And so I think because I remember reading an article like it was a
Let me look
long
up
time
Blizzard.
ago.
Oh,
That'd probably be
Jesus.
the better idea.
Going further down the rabbit hole here.
We're going like further down.
See,
We're gonna-
Activision is a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard. So Blizzard is probably a subsidiary of the same thing.
So they're both a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard?
Yes.
Gee,
I guess if they if they merge,
I don't even
it's just the
understand.
same
How-
Forget
thing,
it.
but-
What
Fuck
merging
it.
means that they have a partnership. It's not really anyone buying anyone. It was like a.
But isn't a merger more official? You can't just be like, oh yeah, let's work together. You know, you can work together.
I know it's official,
But
there's
imagine-
there's always money being split and
Yeah.
stuff, but it's not actual buying. Yeah, see, a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard. Let me see if I can find the.
Oh Jesus, Jordan,
You
we're
guys
going
keep
deeper
talking.
and deeper.
Keep talking
Yeah, this is
about
What the
getting-
fuck?
It's
What
getting
else are we
pretty
gonna talk
bad.
about? It's MMOs. Like what?
Elder Scrolls Online has problems.
Yeah.
It's not doing as well as people thought.
I am looking forward to WildStar though. Because they based on what I'm seeing, like I don't know, it's mixed reviews, but it looks cool because it's like a lot of the stuff that like in WoW is like with like people versus like dungeons. Like WildStar is really capitalizing on that, and like WoW
What is
is kind
WildStar?
of
Oh yeah, it's a
it a
new
new-
MMO that's coming out. It
When
actually
does that
looks-
come out? They got
um,
microtransactions?
Yes, they do. Oh, they darn sure do. They
damn
had,
it.
they had like advertised all over PAX, like it was citywide advertising, like on
When does it
bins
come out?
and
Someone give me a-
taxis
can
and
someone
stuff.
give me a beta
I don't know
code?
when the date
Can
was that
I
it was
get a
coming
key?
out, but it was really cool because it was showing kind of like he'd point out like skill shots, kind of like Smite, like it was a lot of skill shot stuff. So
I like
it kind
that. All right.
of piqued my
Someone else
interest
just
a little bit.
subscribed.
Hey,
yes.
that's Slavatron 6.
Slavatron?
5000.
Slavatron.
Let me
Slavatron.
just can you roll over and just mouse pad that stupid thing so it'll stay up?
When he's gone.
I mean, but
But yeah, so after reading that, it seems like Blizzard was acquired through the merging and then became a
I'm not
subsidiary
even going
of
to try to make
Activision
sense
Blizzard.
of it. I thought it was just
It doesn't-
Activision.
no. Yes, it's not them buying them. It's
I thought
a
it
whole
was
bunch of
Activision
just
bought Blizzard.
crazy
That was it.
merging
But
and
no, it was Vivendi owned Blizzard, merged with Activision.
Then Blizzard become, Activision.
Eventually,
Blizzard.
they paid for their independence somehow.
Yeah.
Now they're both a
They're gonna
subsidiary
have
of
a
their own.
Civil War. I mean, not the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, and they're gonna secede. And what are you doing, Alex?
Alex, what the hell is this?
Is there anything I can do here?
Can you boot up Dark Souls so I can play it?
What are you doing?
Because I don't want it to go to sleep anymore.
I tried, Alex. This is Chrome OS. It doesn't make sense.
What is all this stuff?
I don't know.
It's Chrome
don't Even
OS.
try,
Alex, it's an OS you've never heard of.
Alex. I've tried. Click on the. Never mind. Just
Just put it on the ground.
Jordan, this is serious shit.
Just put it on the ground and leave it alone. All right. So there's our ESO update.
yes.
for the week?
Dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Needs to sound a little bit more Indian, Jordan. That was how he envisioned it.
Yes, that is how I.
What
Yeah, it's
There you go. That good?
it's a bit better. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, ESO just sounds like it's going down the tank.
I haven't
We will
installed, I
keep
just
up
need to-
with constant updates from our Russian correspondent Alexander.
I don't know what I was playing when I played that game. It's fucking.
I need to
whatever.
play it. I haven't
I kind of
installed.
want to
but
play it.
Go
I
play
mean,
it.
I
Go-
tried to
I need
Go
to.
see how long you
betas.
can last and until.
All I know
you're
is I
done.
had to download 25 gigabytes every time I tried to get into the beta
Yeah.
tests, and I got in there once for probably about 15 minutes, and that's all I ever had to play after downloading about 50 gigabytes of game.
15 minutes, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But so now we move on to PAX stuff.
What's that up there?
Huh?
What's that stuff up there?
Part of PAX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All that stuff's part of PAX.
No, these two right here that I don't have crossed out yet.
Oh, okay.
These two. So I mean, we got PAX. We went out to PAX, and as far as game news,
I'm never doing that again.
Huh?
I'm never doing 2 conventions back to back again.
Oh yeah,
that's
that
terrible.
was a nightmare.
I still haven't recorded for
That
my
was
channel
crazy.
since being back.
Yeah, you still have content, don't you?
Some.
Yeah, I'm.
Some.
I'm
Oh,
kinda
that
the
was
same
crazy.
way.
That was.
I'm not
way
doing
too
that again.
crazy.
was
Like
pretty bad.
endless sleepless nights, walking in the airport, like
It's like-
passing out.
Get ready the week before, then
Yeah.
go to Atlanta,
Yeah.
and be in Atlanta for almost a week.
Yeah.
Come back, be completely tired, have to do a meeting. We had like a whole bunch of shit we had to do when we got back. Then the week after, get ready for PAX. Go to PAX. Now we're back. It's
Meeting
like
right away. And
meeting right away. And then
bunch
we
of
had
other stuff happened.
Sarcasm
Yeah,
to film
taxes.
Wednesday.
Wednesday
Taxes,
Wednesday and Thursday, I
like-
was setting my alarm to wake up early because I wanted to like actually work and I wouldn't be going to bed till like late. And so even today, like I got like 6 hours of sleep. to come
Yeah, I
in
got
the
like
office,
5.5. Woke up at 10:30.
So it's like, fuck.
the grind, you know.
fuck?
The grind.
This
It's
can't be
just the
real
way it
life.
is. So we went to PAX, you know, in Boston.
Yeah,
I
so
got
we
to
sat
have
Boston
my-
is ter-
I had
I
to
hate
have my
Boston.
lobster rolls.
I hate Boston.
I hate Boston. Alex, I don't know what his opinion
Boston-
is.
I'm on the train now.
I don't know. Boston.
We got to hear all
hate
the best
Boston.
accents that Boston had to offer right away. That-
Oh, you mean
Boston's-
all of them that don't include the letter R? Ka.
it's
wicked
kind of
hard.
funny
It's wicked
because
hard to describe it like that.
Boston is like a
Seamus.
tourist attraction, but like I was showing Coots an article where it's like there's nothing to look
No,
at.
I would not want to go
The,
to
I
the-
mean,
Boston.
all
it's-
the main tourist attractions are garbage. Like,
I was on the
it's
fence
not-
leaving, and then I got to the airport, and I was definitely not a fan. The security gate was closed.
Oh,
It was completely closed. Like the shutters were down.
Logan,
There was
Logan Airport is by far one of the worst airports in the world.
like
Yeah,
seriously,
it's
I got up
terrible.
there. I'm like, oh cool, the line's
It's
not that
awful.
big. You know, it's like
yeah, I never know what like I'm into because like I land and I'm like, where am I going?
no, I was fine like getting out of it, but getting
Yeah.
back in.
I would prefer Detroit. Someone asked that. I would prefer
Probably.
Detroit.
No, like, what time did you guys get to the airport?
Which day?
Leaving.
Oh, leaving.
Yeah.
It was like
About half an hour after. Yeah.
Oh, because we got a delay.
Yeah, we had an hour and a half delay that we had to wait for.
The
So we
thing
got
is-
there an hour before our flight. Add an hour and a half to that. We were there for 2.5 hours.
I actually stayed up the whole night because I was like, no
Yeah, I
point in
stayed up
sleeping.
too.
Terrible
idea.
I drank,
Oh, that was
and so I was like a little bit all right, and I was like, I'm just gonna get on the plane and pass out. Well, there's a real delay. All right.
how
pass
long?
out.
15 minutes. There's gonna be 90 minutes.
The
I
way
got the text for it, and I'm like,
Is this right? Hello? Hello?
Jordan made me take my pills because he was really screwing with me, and I was not having it.
They said it was a seatbelt. Like they said it was like a seatbelt for the cockpit, and I was like, yeah, that's what they want you to think.
A seatbelt for the cockpit wouldn't work?
It took an hour and a half. It's really a jet engine. It's really a part of the wing that fell off that they need to replace with duct tape.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the plane, crack open in the
He's like, seat buckle's a code word. And this random lady turns around and starts being like, yeah, it's like safety, engineering,
for
aerial transportation or something like that. And we're like, the fuck? And she's like, yeah, I don't know, I don't fly, but that's what I was like.
That's what I just made up.
Alex popped the pills out and just like
the sleeping pills.
Yeah, I was done.
You went to sleep in the airport?
No,
this is boarding the plane. This is boarding the plane. I'm like, yeah, that's what they want you to think.
I
see what
I
happens
fell
when we get
asleep,
airborne.
took off, fell asleep, woke up. Ladies and gentlemen, we were at Denver. Like
4 hours.
That's
4
the
and a half
best,
hour
though.
flight.
I was
good.
like, our plane could have fallen into the ocean, and I wouldn't have known about it till like there was water up to my neck. Like,
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this?
yeah, just typical convention though. Typical, going to a convention and getting shit on by pretty much everything.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Hey, it rained there though. That was good.
It did.
One of the
was
days
nice.
it was
Very
super
briefly.
sunny and it was nice and warm.
It was
Next day it
really
was
nice
like
there.
cold, rainy, and shitty.
was-
Like,
That's what happened
nice
in
there some of the
Atlanta.
days,
It
but-
rained and it got
God.
shitty.
So as far as games, I mean, we looked into the WildStar a tiny bit. I mean, we more so went to talk to the PR guy.
I looked at their stuff last year. Last year they were promoting it too, and I looked into a little bit.
Oh, they
of it.
were?
I need
Yeah.
a code for it. I want to play it now.
Yeah, why don't you get some codes for it?
I haven't had a chance yet.
I want the
man.
I need
codes.
some codes.
Been busy. Been
I wanna
working
play
on
it.
stuff.
I want the codes.
I want
man.
early
Get
access.
codes, okay?
I want
Tell
the
them I'll
codes.
buy their microtransactions.
Hey, we gotta
like, okay,
we're gonna
number
buy
one-
it before the game's even
Number
out.
one
Yeah.
microtransaction spender right here.
$7
we
million
saw-
spent in 3 days.
The first day, we saw Evolve, and we saw we saw the new Borderlands. No, we did see Evolve first, but the new Borderlands, it'll be easier to sum up. It's they're having 2K Australia work on it, so it's kind of like an offshoot. It's called the pre-sequel, so it's in between the first and second game, and it takes place on the moon of Pandora. And they bring in the whole. They've added like new weapons. Claptrap is now a playable character. They've got, and then the whole gravity thing because you're out in space, and then the oxygen mechanic. You can't have fire weapons in space unless you put the oxygen down. It's pretty cool. I'll be curious, especially to play as Claptrap. And,
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because it's different from the other Borderlands where it's like you have to actually like pay attention to what you do instead of just
Yep.
run around and shoot things, which is my favorite part. So
that'll be pretty cool. I'm interested to see how that turns out. So I got to finish Borderlands 2 before I get to that.
great.
Yeah, I need to finish
well,
that
the thing
too.
is, no, play like Borderlands 1 the DLCs because like they reference a lot of stuff from the original Borderlands DLCs.
I played most of them.
Did you like
I just don't have the time to sit down.
The Armory one.
I remember I played, the General Knox one.
Yeah.
I remember I played through 3 or 4 playthroughs of Borderlands 1 back when this was well before. I think it was before we did the YouTube stuff mostly. This is sitting in my basement, Massachusetts. I got really addicted to it. And then Borderlands 2 came out and I'm like, I have no time to do that. No time to do that.
Yeah,
And now it's gotten to a point where I have even less time. So
It's funny like how much time we actually have to actually play video games
Almost 0.
because we record them, but like I actually sat down the other day and I was trying to like record or just play like Metal Gear Rising. That's my next thing to play and not record. And even then I only like an hour of this and whatever. So yeah, I could see where you're coming from. Like Borderlands, I beat the first Borderlands and did the DLCs. No way could I think I could do that now because I'm playing
it'd be
like
hard.
40 something hours on the
it was
solo
about
game.
40 hours per playthrough that
Yeah.
I did. I played it a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's when I could log how I got like 800 hours in TF2 log back then when I always used to play.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy amount into the games. Like
Now there's no time.
when I just played Dark Souls by myself, I put in like 60 something hours into it, and I was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
like it's pretty crazy. So I can imagine recording it and whatnot. But we did do Borderlands 2. You and I
Started
and
it.
Sly recorded a good amount of it.
Yeah, we should probably finish that. At least the single player.
Me and
one
Dan
day.
were trying to play it on our stream, but it's hard to get invested in just short 2 to 3 hour increments,
Yeah,
and then a week in between it. So
no, that game kind of needs a lot, and it's pretty grindy in a way too. Some of the missions can be pretty grindy, where it's
Yeah.
like drive over there,
it's
kill
like
the
an
people,
RPG.
No.
and yeah.
They made it like an RPG. 1 second. I'm just checking Twitter here to see if anyone's tweeting stuff as well.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
I'm sure nobody's
yeah, the new
tweeting us.
Borderlands-
Now they're going to tweet us because you mentioned it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's good.
So,
That's good. So I can look through here.
yeah, new Borderlands, pretty cool. Claptrap character, some new powers and stuff. And
One of the girl characters, her name's Athena.
Yep.
Ooh,
And
Athena.
she's pretty much Captain America. Like her shield does the awesome, like you can whip the shield at people and it absorb damage and then whip it at them. It's really cool.
yeah, I want to see what the Claptrap special power does. They didn't show it.
They did.
But they showed the
show it.
Claptrap like in game because the person that was playing the game almost died like twice.
Whoops.
So Claptrap had to revive him and stuff, but they didn't show his ability because I came to the Australia guy afterwards and I was like, I really wish you guys would have showed off what Claptrap does. He was like, oh, we got something good, and I was like, fuck, that's how they get you.
Yeah, they sure do. So that'll
They're
be,
not done with it yet.
Yeah,
They probably don't have it,
apparently
but-
they had a whole lot of like the Australian team had a whole lot of mechanics that like Gearbox kind of challenged them with it. They were like, yeah, we couldn't figure out how to do the whole freezing mechanic. We couldn't, all that stuff and the whole oxygen coating mechanic and stuff like that. But they figured out how to do it. So hopefully that makes
Hey,
for
there
a
you go.
whole lot of interesting.
I think it should be
new
cool.
additions.
It should be cool just because of the way they have to you have to watch your oxygen and stuff, and you're gonna be a little bit more aware than just mindlessly running in,
Yep.
shoot everything, run out.
That or it's going to be the most tedious, stupid thing to ever have to pay
Yeah,
attention to.
it didn't seem too
like
bad.
it would be like
They can make it.
constantly
They
have
can
to
make
get
it cool, or
refreshed.
they can make it really shitty.
It seems
Depending
like
on,
it seems like one of those things that they'll give you plenty of opportunities to
All right.
refresh your oxygen because there's a lot of like oxygen stations.
It's just
and
something else added on top of the
It's just
already.
another way to use powers. Like you'd have like suit powers, and you could do the butt stomp or whatever he was
Makes
talking
sense.
about. Where you jump up there and slam down on them.
Because in the other ones, they usually just overwhelm you with enemies, and so the only thing you focus on is enemies. But now it's like they'll throw in enemies, also your oxygen. You'll be like, fuck. Like you'll
It's
be
like,
We're gonna kill
well,
these
I have a
enemies.
fire weapon. I need to make sure they're inside the oxygen bubble to make sure I can set them on fire, kind of thing.
right.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
And this time you're also actually working for Handsome Jack, so that's interesting. How now you're working for the bad dude, but in this game he's not bad. He's trying to be good type of thing. So, yeah.
Well, good luck to him for that working out.
Yeah.
Which we know it doesn't.
Lots of Australian accents in the game too.
Oh, well, those are mostly placeholders, they were saying.
Yeah, those are placeholders.
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. They went through saying that originally they were placeholders because they were just using them, to show off the game and stuff. But they decided that they would have everyone on the moon that was inhabitants of the moon have an Australian accent.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the lore.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
They were like, yeah, originally these were just placeholders, but then
And
they
they kept
decided
it.
that we should just have anyone that lives on the moon have an Australian accent. So they
It was
kept
pretty
it.
legit.
It was pretty good, Australian accents all around. So that was the new Borderlands, the pre-sequel, as Mikey called it, the pre-sequel. But after that, or before that rather, we went to see Evolve, and it was everyone but Seamus because
yeah, I slept the first day.
Seamus's phone stopped working or something like that, so he didn't.
I
get
slept
any
and
of
my
the
phone wasn't
messages.
working.
Slept through everything. But the cool thing was it was kind of a lucky thing because it was a 5-player game. So if Seamus would have been there, we would have kind of been out of.
Well, it's a good thing I slept and
so
my phone stopped working.
It was a good thing
So there
that
you
his
go.
phone stopped working. So anyway, we watched the preview and we went out to the plane area and then they get you set up. I actually have the wristband here because I was the
Whoa.
trapper.
Wow.
I was
Wow.
the trapper. But there's the monster and then 4 classes. James was the monster. I was the trapper. You were the support,
Assault.
assault.
I think Dan was support.
Dan
Yeah.
was support, and then Sly was the medic. So
Yeah.
Sly should have been the
Sly should have never
really
been the
wasn't a
medic.
good idea for
Yeah,
Sly.
it-
Should have never been the
that
medic.
should have been medic right there, and Sly would have been a good assault.
Yeah.
Because,
That would probably
I
been better.
probably should have been the medic since it had a TF2 healing mechanic.
Someone
I mean-
besides Sly.
I mean, James did give me the MVP, but I give that to Jordan because Jordan did play a big.
I made some pretty cool plays because of my class. So the trapper class. I mean, pretty much you start on this map, and the monster spawns, and you guys spawn, and the monster has to run around and start eating all the animals on the map to evolve.
All right.
There's 3 different stages. So he starts out at stage 1, more animals he eats. He starts leveling up, beefing up, and getting bigger and better, while we have to find him and kill him as fast as possible. So I could track where I would find his like I'd put down audio trackers and find his footprints and track him down, and then these guys would have to follow me. So when we found him, my job is to try and keep him slowed and near. So I would throw down my bubble shield, like arena, so it would trap the monster within like, maybe 100-yard radius kind of circle dome thing.
It's pretty big radius. though.
It's pretty big because
Football field?
he actually escaped from us at one point and was just running around in circles on the perimeter.
It's
and
pretty
we
much
could
being
catch him.
James.
He,
Alright.
he was being James. But anyway, so I
Sounds
trapped him
alright.
in there, and I was using my harpoon gun because the harpoon gun stops him to almost just a really slow walk while these guys just all unload on him.
Yeah, I mean, you get different stuff like the medic can like snipe him and like expose weak
Yeah.
points and heal. Support obviously does just fires down like artillery and like
He has
adds
a
to the
shield,
backup.
kind of like so you get the medic class
right, he
that
gives
gives
you a
the
shield.
medic, and then the shield class, which does kind of like the Uber thing that happens in TF2, where the
Oh,
medic
yeah.
Ubers and you get like it's like you and it's more so just the person that gets the shield that gets protected.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same idea. So I mean, you got the assault guy who just kind of unloads.
Yeah, you get like trip mines and you get like a laser in combination with like a assault rifle. So like laser can like do really a lot of damage close and rifle can do far damage. So stupid thing.
Stupid Chromebook.
And like we actually like had people that were sitting with us and like they had the headsets and they were telling us like how to play. And so James had like a dude telling him how to play his like
It was
monster
just
class.
James on his side.
Yeah.
Like,
And there was 4 of us with one dude, and we were like pretty much like commentary mode, screaming and yelling the whole time. So
That guy was probably like, "What the
the
fuck?"
guy was trying to say stuff, and every once in a while he would like compliment, like when I got a good shot with a harpoon, he's like, nice harpoon, and he's like, good heal, when Sly would do something. A nice trip mine, use the trip mine. So like that kept on happening, and then we had a pretty rough first encounter with James because he really kind of tore us apart. He downed us twice. Like he
Damn.
downed like me and Aleks or something, and we got revived though. He escaped. We caught up to him again. This time, this is where I threw the bubble shield down. We wrecked him. We got him down to a sliver of health.
we
got away.
effed
And
him
he
up.
ran around in circles around the perimeter until the bubble went down, so we could catch him. And then he ran out. So we all went after him. And I was at the forefront because I was tracking him.
Yeah.
And I see this pond that he jumps all the way down in this like valley thing. And there's a pond and there's a little cave on the side. So I'm like, I just saw him go into that cave. I'm going. I run across the pond. This massive snapping turtle looking monster grabs me and starts shaking me.
You got
like
killed by a
crazy.
snapping turtle?
No, I didn't get killed. They actually rescued me. They came to the rescue and they
had to fucking fight this big ass snapping
around.
turtle. I didn't know what was going on
was
because I was
a big
running after him.
turtle.
And I see this thing come out of the water and grab Jordan. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
is that James? And by that point, I was screaming, and the guy, of course, was like, "Oh, you got hit by a snappy," whatever the thing was called, the destroyer
snappy
or
turtle.
something like that. It's the most powerful monster on the map besides the evolved monster.
Jesus.
So he's just thrashing me around. We finally kill him. Me and Aleks are at super low health, and we see that James has gone into this little cave. And we start going into the cave, and it gives us the message: the monsters evolved to level 3.
Oh shit!
So he just evolved.
He evolved in there.
And we go in there, and we're
Damn.
all sitting in this cave, and there's an exit at the end. There's like a big wall and like a hole at the top. So we're trying to jump up to get out of here and using our jetpacks, but we're falling short, and we're running out of jetpacks. And we're just like, I don't know, we can't get out of here. Turn around the other way. At that moment, James ground pounds into the cave perfectly, kills me and Aleks at the same time.
Well, I think
We
you
had
guys
both-
lost.
We had both been down twice, so it's like Left 4 Dead. You die on the third
Just
one.
black
or
and
something like
white?
that. So we both die. Dan has no idea what's going. Like he didn't know we died, so he's just like,
Like, where are
sitting
you
there.
guys at?
He's just trying to shoot at the monster. Sly's doing the same thing. Sly gets killed, and then Dan, who hadn't been down yet, finally gets knocked off and like knocked down. And so we died. We lost there because even with
James
James
won.
at a sliver of health gets away. We get attacked by the stupid snapping turtle. He ground and he was telling us after that the guy told him, he was like, "Yeah, just jump in there. You'll be able to destroy him right now."
And he's like, yeah, okay, are you sure? It's kind of risky. I mean, they're all down there. He's like, no, just do it. And he decides to use his jumping attack, and sure enough, it fits exactly in that hole. He jumps down there, kills everyone, wins the game. It was pretty upsetting.
It was super intense.
It was. It was a blast.
It was a lot of fun and everything, but it was like super like
It was
super
very
try hard.
teamwork.
Think it'll be
centric.
as good as Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, I'd definitely
without
say
a doubt.
it's
Is there like stuff to do besides just tracking them? Like, is there stuff that you have to kill?
There's little animals
a
and
lot
stuff.
of animals are hostile, so they
Alright.
will kill. They will try and kill you. So you have to make sure you keep.
It's like Left 4 Dead if the tank was the only
Yeah.
mutant and he had different stages.
Alright.
So it was it was a lot of fun. I like the different abilities you can choose. I guess as you like progress throughout the game, you can unlock different things too. And they're gonna add new maps to it, new monsters for those maps too. Like they had this whole big game plan for what they're gonna do upon releases. So
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, and they're trying to make it a competitive thing too. So they had like the whole setup for like shoutcasting. So they had a guy actually shoutcasting. I think during us like playing, he was shoutcasting. They had a big jumbotron, and there's tons of people that were crowded around watching it.
because we were yelling a lot,
And
and like we were because when people play games at PAX, they're just like, oh yeah.
They're
But,
they're
like,
not really. It's
we
not
were
really
just
a group of people that know
screaming
each
and
other.
everything, and
like we were
like-
going crazy, and like it was people were having a good time. They pulled us aside and did that interview thing, which I think like 2 seconds of it made it in the video, where James said
stupid.
like, I defeated them and I got this trophy, and then that was it. Even though we
Yeah.
had a pretty crazy interview.
Yeah, because lady didn't know who we were, and she pulled us aside for the interview, and afterwards they're like, yeah, you know, we do this stuff for like YouTube and stuff, and she's like, oh really?
You guys
And
were
she's
just
like,
really animated, so we thought we'd pull you aside.
yeah, it's like we do this for we kind of do this for a living.
It was a
Kind of
blast.
this professionally.
Definitely my pick for game of the.
Might have
the
to play that
convention.
then, when it comes
was
out.
awesome.
Convention, yeah.
When it comes out,
I
we'll
mean,
definitely
that's
be
I
playing
can't really say what the game was, but I think it would be Evolve, just because like I didn't really get to play all the other games. I knew what they were.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing that I really wanted to look at besides Evolve and
there
like.
was like the Evil Within. That
So Evil Within, yes,
that
Evil Within.
Lichdom game.
I wanted to look at Evil Within. They wouldn't let us look at it unless we wanted to wait in line, which was like 8 hours. Lichdom looked fun.
Skyrim-ish.
Yeah, it was like just an overpowered mage, pretty much.
Dark
They
Souls.
did not have Dark Souls. It would have been fun to see.
You said
Dark Souls.
overpowered mage, so that's usually.
Yeah. Oh,
usually
I
the
see what you're doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
There you go.
They had like World of Warcraft. They were showing off the expansion, which actually
Was that even supposed? I thought it was supposed to come out like the end of the year.
it's coming out at the end of this year. They usually release it around like November or something.
That's quite a while. That's still a good like half year.
Yeah.
What's the MOBA called?
Maybe not half year. but-
Heroes of Storm.
Heroes of the Storm. So that was there.
Yeah, I signed up for a beta key for that. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten one yet.
I think
I think
James,
James
got
just
some.
got one.
Of course, James
I
got
think
one.
he got a couple.
What?
Ooh, wait a
Yeah, he might have got a couple of them.
I might have to knock
So you
on his
might-
door.
yeah.
Let's go.
He always
God.
gets beta keys. Like the second they're announced, he's like, "Yeah, I got a whole stack of them."
He has his ins, but the World of Warcraft expansion, like people that were in line and waited, actually got beta keys.
Oh.
And as it turns out, those people went and they cashed in their beta keys right away, and the beta keys let them get into the alpha of the
damn.
expansion. So the keys they got were supposed to make them wait till closed beta, but they got keys that allowed them to access closed alpha, and they were able to play the game
Holy shit!
way before anybody else. And some people even streamed it. So like right away,
Rip.
Blizzard was like on like damage control on the forums. They didn't punish anybody for it because they fucked up, but they were like like we reset the keys. You might have to redeem them again if you actually want to get into beta. But yeah, some
Wow.
people streamed it, so that's cool.
Don't do that
Obviously,
again.
Not all the content you see, blah 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 blah, or whatever. But I found it kind of funny that some of the people that got beta keys actually were able to get into the alpha and play right away. Like I'm just gonna go home and try my beta key. And it's like shit, I'm downloading the alpha. Oh sweet,
The closed pre-alpha.
the closed pre-alpha.
Man.
So
Jeez,
that was
crazy.
pretty funny. But other than that, WildStar was there, had their big deal.
I need
thing.
a lot of beta keys.
League of Legends was there,
yeah,
obviously.
Can I get a beta key
obviously
for
there.
League?
I went to get the codes, right? Because they give out the swag.
Skin codes.
Yeah.
And
Don't they have the same ones from like last year? That Blitzcrank and
they had like an added extra one, like a skin that's pretty expensive.
Oh,
So that
okay.
was cool of them. And like they had posters and lanyards and stuff, and like a award, like award
An
skin.
award?
Yeah, like award, like in Smite.
Oh, okay,
you place
award.
award.
Yeah.
They actually in League they have skins
Yeah,
for
I
those
know.
awards.
I have some
Um,
nice skins. I have a candy cane skin. I have
Yeah?
a gingerbread man skin for my ward, and have a couple skins.
They when I went up to get one, like instead of just being like, you know, here you go, here you go, here you go, they literally go up to you and they're like, hi, and you're like, hello, and they're like, my name is Jeff. What's your name? It's like, Alex. And
I wasn't ready for a conversation.
Yeah, and they're like, what's your favorite champion? And it's like, oh well, I don't know, Ezreal. They're like, how long have you been playing? 2 years. Okay, yeah. How do you build your Ezreal? And
so they like grill you for trivia to give you the skin.
Yeah, some of the people just be like, hey, you know, what's your favorite champion? Blah blah blah. Here you go. But others would be like, oh yeah, see, this is how I build my champion. And then how I go the Dirk. There's like 50 people surrounding this 2 people that are giving them out. And they're having like casual conversations with them about League of Legends champions. There was that one dude though that was like, I don't know. They're like, what do you mean you don't know? You don't know your favorite champion? I don't really play. They're like, you come over here and trying to get codes and you know your favorite.
I just wanted it for eBay.
I wanted to sell it,
Yeah,
you know.
so he was getting wrecked, but I could see why they're doing it now. Because like the stuff they were giving away costs money, obviously. Like, but it's a pretty good amount of money. Like probably like $15 worth of like.
Well, yeah,
stuff
there's
per
like
person,
if
so.
you don't have the champ, it unlocks it
Yeah.
too. Plus, you get the skin.
Exactly.
So
they kind of want people that are actually gonna not just sell it to like have the codes. So I found that to be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because I came back a second time and I got like a poster too. So I was like, yeah.
A free poster? Or?
Well, because she gave me the codes and I was like, I'm like, no, I want the poster. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, no problem.
That's
Here's your-
weird.
That's weird. Posters?
Everyone else wants the skins.
Did she take the code back?
Well, I told her to keep the codes because I already got the codes. And I didn't want to be scumbag and be
Okay,
like, come back around again.
honest.
Like, more codes.
You were honest.
Oh, what? The ones we found on the ground?
We found codes on the ground already, so I already had more codes than I needed.
The fuck?
Like,
Yeah, we were just walking back. We see the codes on the ground, and
that
someone
was-
points it out. People flood to it. Like we're just walking down.
James
the
almost got
streets
hit for one of the codes. Like some dude
that
was
was
like, some dude
hilarious.
jumped on the code in the
There's
street.
code!
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, are
Like,
those League of Legends codes? Everyone's just
I was
like,
like, this dude, oh, he's like jumped on.
I
was
believe
like,
it, I mean-
holy shit,
It was
You need to
hilarious.
calm down.
People are kind of grabby for the Guan Yu skins right now.
No, that's
It's
just the Guan Yu
I
ones,
tweet
man.
one out. People are like, oh, I was in the bathroom. I couldn't
You
get
gotta
it.
start tweeting them out with like missing letter, and that's like
Yeah.
super
like
troll.
Photoshop a letter out. That's what I used to do with like payday codes that I was giving out a while ago. I'd like delete a letter or 2 in each of them. They'd still go in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, people
like
figure
people
them
just
out
sitting
pretty
there
quick.
like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Pretty good stuff. So
Hey,
I
I'd
mean,
probably
that's,
if I wanted a skin code really bad,
I mean,
I'd probably pounce on it.
we
too.
had our
was scared.
panel. We had our panel at PAX.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Went pretty well. I mean, it's gonna be. We'll get it up on our channel. It's already on Polaris's channel currently.
I think something has to be edited out.
Yeah,
We have
I think
footage
it's
for
already-
that, or-
Yeah, I got the
Okay.
footage for it. So
Alright.
I mean, we premiered Trapville episode 1 there. For
F1
that
premiered.
select few. Only the people in there. got to
Mostly
see it.
done.
It-
90% done.
It had a little bit of less left to it, but it was pretty much fine.
Audio needs to be remastered
And,
a little bit.
Yeah, the audio was a little bit weird in the room, and since there was like some mastering issues with the episode, it was a little bit hard to hear. But it was pretty. It was
It'll be
pretty
ready
cool.
before official release.
It was good. It was cool that people got to see it, though. I mean, we're not going to be releasing it for a bit here, but the fact that they got to see it,
They got to
Man,
see
That
it.
was a really good episode. You guys should have been there to see it.
We almost
you
filled
should be
the
at the next pack. Actually, RTX is coming. up here.
RTX July.
RTX.
I
in
believe.
July 4th weekend.
Seamus, it's almost May.
I'm not going to E3.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm not going to
either.
E3.
I'm gonna have to go to E3.
I don't even
I
want to
think it's
do.
my grandmother's birthday, and I'm going to go to that.
I think I have to
73.
sleep in June.
So it's going to be like James. and
James
Dan.
and Dan. Sly doesn't want to go either.
James and Dan.
Well,
to
I don't want
E3.
to go. I don't-
You don't want to go?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go.
So basically, it's just James and
It's gonna be
Dan.
San Diego Comic Con crew. I don't want that shit again.
I went to San Diego.
They'll feed me food or something.
I went like 2 years ago. I'm never going back to that either.
Yeah, well, it was a fun trip otherwise. I mean, we got the Kovic drivers.
Yeah, but I got fucking sunburnt waiting out in line. We were in the fucking one, like
Oh,
a
man.
big tent here, a big tent
I
here,
will
sun
never go
here.
back.
We're right in the
I will
fucking middle
never
of the
go
sun.
back to San Diego Comic Con for the pure reason that we waited 9 hours in line, got within 50 yards of the entrance, and the line got cut off.
Yep, we were right
Never
there.
going back there again.
And I got sunburnt.
The stupidest thing I
Wasted all that time.
It was horrible.
Terrible.
We were in this line was I can't even describe it.
We had to go out to like a dock.
We were next to a dock with private yachts.
There was a helicopter on one
There
of
was
the
a
yachts.
helicopter. We watched people walk onto these yachts and taunt us.
We were seriously like a
That
mile
was at
away.
like hour 2.
It was
awful.
nice too.
People are just pulling up in their yachts to the Comic
with helicopters on them. Like Where do they get all this money from? They have a fucking helicopter
was
on their
horrible.
own yacht?
Well, they had like people like Vin Diesel showing up to talk about their shit. They'd have some pretty legit people at the Comic Cons.
Anyway, so
God fucking
like
damn it.
I was saying, PAX had our panel, went cool. Had our signing
Almost
thing,
filled the
went
room.
Cool. Met a lot of fans.
Almost filled the room. The panel. It was mostly
It
filled.
was about. They said the room cap was 1,200, so I think we were at about 1,000 people in there.
Probably. There's a couple rows in the back that weren't filled, but
Yep.
otherwise pretty good.
But it went pretty well. A T-shirt gun did well as always. We
T-shirt
had a
gun was
fun
good.
time. We aired our R.I.P. Wendy.
Yeah, we actually have
R.I.P.
really
Wendy.
really fun panels.
Should go to one
It's
sometime.
really. I didn't really realize this till recently, but we have unorthodox panels because we put on more kind of a performance rather than like more. When people think of panels, they think of a moderator that stands up there and asks the people on the panel questions.
Yeah, Jordan's our moderator, and he doesn't have any questions for us, so
No.
we have to do
Yeah,
something
I mean,
else.
like for like PAX East and stuff, we prepared for like, a good amount of weeks before we even
we
go.
have a
to-
general idea of like,
Yeah.
okay, we want this done, this done, this done. We're gonna do this and this, and then Q&A.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a game plan.
So we usually like if you go to a panel of ours, pretty much you're gonna expect stuff that you're not gonna see on our channels and stuff that nobody else will see. So
some of the people were like, yeah, I like it when it doesn't seem like panels are rehearsed or, it's not being moderated and it's just, hey, you do this, yeah, we do
Yeah,
this.
because most panels are supposed to be informative, but we don't really. We more so have a show per se.
I mean, like even with the questions, the Q&A is usually people are I don't know. They usually it's like creature talk questions.
Yeah,
like,
it
it's
is.
not.
That is.
It definitely is creature.
Like, when
talk.
There were some
comes
really
to-
good ones, though.
There was
The guy asked about sarcasm with Seamus and how it started. I don't think I've heard that one yet. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, but then it was like, what music do you want at your funeral? That one was pretty good.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that someone posted the GIF of your
Yeah.
two reactions, and James was like,
That was actually funny. I watched the GIF and like James and I both were like, "What?" And then Sly was like, "Oh, I know exactly what I want." I was like, "God damn it!"
That's when I was like,
there's this Blink-182 song. It really speaks to me.
Oh man. But yeah, that was actually really cool.
It was a fun
'cause
panel.
I've been in the PAX for this is, I think my third year. I think it's most of our third years, right? And so like to have a panel at like the PAX that we usually just go to like chill out is pretty cool. And yeah, everyone seemed to like it. So
Yep.
RTX should be pretty fun.
RTX
I'm
would be
excited
really
for
fun
RTX.
because we actually
Especially it wasn't in
able-
July. Like,
The best thing about RTX
Yeah, Texas heat's
is
ridiculous.
we're
but-
able to let people know that we have a panel there in advance, whereas PAX's panel was a disaster.
That was, like,
in
last
timing.
second, and then
was
it got
last
moved.
Second, it kept on getting moved, so a lot of people that were Saturday passes couldn't make it.
Yeah, a lot of people came up and they're like, "Today, right?" And we're like, "No,
No,
No, not
it's
at all.
tomorrow." And
They're
they're like,
like,
"Well, we only got one day." And it's like, shit. Like we couldn't let anybody know until like last minute, and then it was too late.
Yeah, because then not everyone got informed of it. So I mean, it kind of sucked. But RTX, as always, they do an excellent job, and we're gonna have a panel there. So if you're looking to do like a summer road trip,
Texas is
July
where it's
4th
at.
weekend. I mean, it's a blast. We'll be there all weekend, and we're gonna have a panel there and go crazy, have some insane exclusive stuff.
We did
Like
get
usual.
like you. I think you mentioned a lot of fans.
yeah.
Of fans at PAX.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got swarmed pretty good.
Oh, we're getting swarmed pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting wrecked pretty hardcore by a lot of the fans.
Yep.
To the point where like people would be like coming up to us and the enforcers would start trying to move the lines, and then more people would show up, and they'd just
It's like they
become
get mad at us.
group
They're
and
like,
clusters.
you can't be here. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't, like,
I was really getting mad. at
you
those
think these are all my
enforcers.
friends? And I'm like, yeah, let's
man.
just stop right
Alex
here.
got really mad at one of the lady enforcers that came up and yelled at us at the end of one of the. Well, she didn't yell at us. She was like, "You got to move out of here now," like trying to shoo everyone out of the room. And it's
like, lady.
just walked up. Yeah, okay.
Do you think we have control of
He's
this
pretty
mob
upset.
that's forming?
Were you upset at that lady?
I screamed in her face. I was like, "Yeah, we know." And then she's like, "Ooh." Like, so like, "Oh, I don't mean to be the party pooper."
You can only push someone so much when they've been stuck in the same
We're trying to
spot.
talk to like the Borderlands people, and we're like standing by. Obviously, the Borderlands people know us and shit, but then they're like, "You gotta move because whatever you're doing right now is not as important as you getting out of here. You have nothing to do with it."
volunteered for this enforcer position, and by golly,
I don't care that you have a panel here and that you're part of the convention. Does not matter to me. I have a badge that says enforcer. There was one
Well,
dude that was like, "You
she
guys
was
gotta
enforcing.
move," because we had like a pretty big amount of people, and we were obviously blocking the way, and we didn't mean for that to happen, but it does.
We never do, but it's like, what? How do you tell a group of like that many people to be like, yeah, we're blocking the way, can we move? And then someone else come up and be like, hey, I want a picture over here. And then you're like, we need to fucking move. But we can't because there's like 20 people and they won't move.
It's a lot.
Terrible.
And the enforcer was like, he came up and he was like, you gotta move. And I'm like, where do you want me to go? I'm like, I can't move. There's a lot of people here. I can't move. He's like, what? I'm like, there are fans.
Do you see this
There
right
are
here?
fans. I can't go anywhere. What are you gonna do? He like was awestruck. He's like looking around. He starts looking at the sky. And then like
There's some space over there.
I stand there for a minute, and then he starts talking to some random person about the theories of lines. He's like, well, in theory, a single file line is the best way for crowd control because you do. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna get out of here now. I can't listen to this bullshit. You guys know what he's telling. He's telling people to move, but doesn't know how to like move them. I was like, you're the enforcer. Move these people. He's like, lines. Make a line. Like, all right.
Make a line where?
Great
Make a line
job.
where?
Enforcers. Oh,
They always come up and be like, you gotta move. It's like, where?
That's why
Wow.
I love.
How?
I love
Where?
the Guardians at RTX. I don't know.
Oh,
if
they fuck.
you guys
They're
remember.
like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
The Guardians,
They're like, fuck it.
the Guardians at
Like knocking fans out. Like,
I got knocked out by Jack's bodyguard.
please, sis. Oh.
I was saying though, they know how to handle it because they're there for Rooster Teeth and they know that Rooster Teeth has a lot of fans there, so they understand the fact that there's fans involved and that sometimes they need to ask them to move, and so
They got places to be. They got a convention to run.
They kind of apply the same rules when they see us getting swarmed there, like they were doing that last year, and I thought it was.
You guys
really
want to go out
nice.
the back?
Instead of like, you guys need to move.
They put the coats over us.
Yeah,
They
they
at the
like
door. They're like,
take us out at
go,
PAX.
go.
At PAX, they just like pick us up and throw us into the crowd. We're like, fuck.
My group's really
Please
bad
help.
at like. I know that like anyone that was there and is in Creature Talk right now probably would have seen us like when we like, for example, finished the signing and we're trying to peace out. We were signing for like 2.5 hours.
It's like 2 hours 15 minutes.
2 hours. We were like, our convention's closed at this point. We're still signing.
It's like
we're done with the
6:15.
line, but there's people that were outside of line that either
They were waiting.
they wanted more stuff signed or they wanted pictures.
They either
They
didn't wait in
or
line.
they showed up late.
They either got
Yeah.
turned away, didn't wait in line, or they like waited there for their friend to go through and then just stayed there. And we're like, oh fuck, because there was like, it wasn't just like, oh, it's a couple people. It was like all lined up, still there, and we're like, oh fuck, what the fuck? Where do we go?
I'd say at least 100 people.
I don't know if it was
around.
100.
At least 100.
There was a decent crowd.
There was a pretty decent crowd
Like,
and
waiting around.
It's okay. Like if someone comes up and they're like, I waited, I couldn't get a signature. All right, I'll sign your stuff. Then all of a sudden, people like 30 people will see what's going on. They all jump over the line.
signed 7 of my things. I
Start
need 3
signing
more.
stuff. Like please, please. It's like
so-
I can't. Oh my god, I gotta get the. I can't do this right now.
Because then you're getting yelled at by the PAX people to get out, and you're like, what
Paxi
the
Lord,
fuck? What are
Paxi
you?
Lord, get out! I can't. This kid is dying. I have to
They're gonna
like.
pull out a gun.
This
They're
kid's
like,
gonna cry if I don't sign his badge.
His phone battery ran out. His mom left him here. He's been waiting 8 hours. Like, how could I not?
How can I tell him no?
I mean, we do our best to try and like do as much as we can for some of the fans, but
It feels like
sometimes
shit.
it's
It does feel like shit. Like
yeah, it really
our
sucks when we can't
Our
do it.
panel went down, and like Game Vid Expo, we had no crowd control. Everybody in the panel went up and
Swarmed.
swarmed
No,
our
no.
tables.
There was a line going this way, a line going this way, and then people went behind us, and it's like 2 lines
On
like that, and
stage.
people behind us. It's like,
Yeah, there was
There's
like,
like 6
almost
people
like
trying to
fell
s-
off the stage. Like she probably like broken her head open. And I was like, Jesus Christ! This is gonna be terrible.
you just lean
But-
down and sign his badge and
Yeah.
then
Oh
leave.
man,
So yeah, like 1,000 people. Imagine like not having enforcers there. All of a sudden, 1,000 people swarm the shit out of our table, and we're done. Somebody would have got
dead.
stabbed. You know that for a fact.
Grab us and like just start.
I want
throwing us
Seamus's
over the
beanie.
mosh pit.
Somebody stole my beanie at Game Vid Expo, so I wouldn't be surprised if more
No,
stuff
that
got
was at
stolen. Minecon, right? Minecon. So it's
man.
it's
No,
really
I just really want to drive home the disorganization of 2 lines going opposite ways and a line forming behind you.
No, that's 4 lines.
Yeah, there's like 2 lines in the front and 2 lines. Like, just imagine.
I would say like you put a little board at the bottom of a bucket and then just dump water in there. The water represents the fans. The board represents where we are, and it just
like-
swarms around it and just. It was funny.
Yeah, I wish we had a more tactical like way of signing everyone's stuff, but like we can't. I mean, again, like we can't sign everybody's everything.
Yeah.
Because people come up with like
People
5
had like
things.
someone had like a laptop, a controller, like 2 game cases, a disc, a piece of paper, a notebook, a bag, a shirt. It was like, Holy fuck! How did you bring all this stuff
It
here?
doesn't
Someone had like
seem
an
difficult.
Xbox.
Doesn't seem difficult to just write in a piece of paper like, there you go, and then be done. But then it's like, all right, now can you? I have my phone out. Can you record a message to my friend? Hi, friend.
All right, now I'm gonna call my friend and let
I'm
them
gonna
know.
call my
Here you
friend.
go.
I gotta. Hey, Ricky, I'm in front of the creatures right now. Yeah, do you want to talk to them? It's like, hi, Ricky. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, can you sign something for Ricky? I bought 2 shirts.
Ricky wants something signed.
Meanwhile, 10 other people around you. Please sign. Please
do you
sign.
think you're gonna have some time today? Like, could you please? I just want my badge signed and my 3 PS3s and my controller and my friend
I
Charlie.
pretty much brought everything in my room for you to sign.
I have a pod outside. It was delivered today with all of my room stuff.
Dude, you come into my house and just sign everything. Like,
I live 5 minutes
man.
away from here. I just gotta come
Someone's
with.
gonna steal my hat at RTX. What?
Is that a new hat too? Like a newer one?
This one's newer. It's about a year. It's
newish.
It's gonna like RTX is gonna be the place where we don't really have anywhere to go. We're there for the fans.
That's what we think now.
Because there's not really like any kind of there's a few different things.
Here's
like,
what
we
I
go
think.
to PAX because
Remember-
of business and because of the fans.
remember Minecon?
RTX is gonna be
I don't.
fans.
I remember Minecon 2011.
Remember Minecon? We walk in and then that was it.
Yeah, that'll be what RTX is like.
We walk in, creatures,
Yeah, one loudmouth kid.
cluster.
and then videos of you eating in the food court.
Wait, what?
I snuck out to get food and there was like videos of me like eating food.
Is this TMZ?
Somebody was just like videotaping
You can
me.
hear them breathing.
Here's Alex enjoying a slice of pizza.
There was like somebody in front of Jordan. Jordan like snuck out and he was on his laptop. He took off his hat to go incognito mode, and somebody in front of him started taking pictures of him and posting it on Twitter.
I was on my Twitter waiting for something to like upload or something, so I was just going through my Twitter, and all of a sudden I see a picture of me going through on my phone, sitting like, and I'm just like, hello.
I need to get my hair cut like the day before convention, so that way there are no videos
Actually,
of me,
this-
and then everyone just ignores me. And they're like, oh, Seamus has long
This,
hair.
this comes off when we need to go somewhere, and you'd be shocked how well it works.
Yeah, because I look for the red hat. I'm like, where's Jordan?
Every one of these guys are like, oh no, where's the red hat? Where's Jordan? And then
Jordan's
they go,
hat's
oh,
the
wow,
beacon for us because when we get lost,
the
we look for the
beacon.
red
He's
hat.
tall
Red
and
hat.
he has a red hat.
And the
That's
funny
pretty-
thing is, I was going like I took my hat off when we were trying to leave, and a bunch of fans were around us, and they, all of a sudden someone turned to me like, "Oh wow, I didn't even find you. Like I can't even recognize you without your hat." And then someone else came up to me after that. Wow, I didn't even know you're over here. You're without your hat. I can't see you.
What I
So
started
it
doing
works.
was like, if one of us gets surrounded and somebody doesn't recognize me right away, hood goes down, and I just shuffle out. I shuffle out.
Yeah,
the
I got
side.
my autograph.
Because if somebody right away isn't like, Alex, I want your signature, I'm not gonna sit there and wait for more people to start coming up.
I mean,
and-
like
You
the
get
elevator.
bombarded.
oh, the
Yeah,
elevator.
the elevator. Where Alex just bails and
Oh, yeah.
tries
Did you
to
tell
go in
that
the
story?
elevator. He photo bombs the picture and then runs towards the elevator before. It was pretty bad. It was almost as bad as the taxi story.
We had to pull you out of the elevator.
Yeah.
Because you were about to be gone. And there were people on that elevator, too.
Yeah.
It stopped at our
people.
floor, and you got on it and just stood in it. And George was like, no, you have to, like, come here.
I was hoping I could do a drive-by photo bomb.
Door
on-
closed, door closed, door
Well, you
closed.
did.
I figured this kid was gonna go back and be like, "Look, wait, Alex," and, they'd be like,
and then
"Oh
he
my
later
god."
tweets at you the last night, be like, you guys are allowed, go to bed, or like I
Oh,
can
yeah.
hear you guys awake.
Yeah, and I tweeted back at him, "Go to bed." It's just-
It's past your bedtime. Go to bed.
Because he was on our floor. Oh man.
yeah, no conventions.
I mean, we have fun like meeting. We love meeting our fans, and we try to do our best to accommodate everybody. But sometimes it's like we're still humans, and we have it gets hard sometimes. So hopefully you don't take this as complaining because it's still fun, and we still want you to approach
It's
us.
funny.
No,
how
it's-
many views does that video have of you eating food?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just see it as gifts all the time.
Oh,
Him just like, taking
well,
a bite of
popular
gifts.
enough for a GIF, I
Yeah,
guess.
apparently it's. I don't know. It's whatever. Like I don't. It's expected. Like I don't think any of us care. It's just like I didn't get to check out anything at the convention, and I love going to PAX. And I checked out like 3 things.
Yeah.
I hate
'Cause
Boston.
walking like from one booth to another, probably get stopped like 3 times.
What? No, the whole thing is you get stopped and you're there for a good while because everyone will like find out. Oh, hey, what are they doing over there? It's like, oh, there, it's Alex, it's James. So you get stopped pretty quick. One thing I would like to say though, if you guys ever do meet us at conventions, I would request that you not ask to tag along.
Oh.
because we've had several instances where people tag along with us, and I mean, it's pretty. It's hard for us to say no to it, but at the same time,
We have to.
don't we don't want.
We have to, but we don't want to because then it's like, oh, we're being a dick.
Yeah.
Well, we should say we show up to like, all right, say you tag along, and we go and like, say we show up to like a press thing for like 2K, and they're like, all right, you guys are the creatures, and then you're that person standing with us, and we have to be like, he's not with us, he's just been following us, for whatever reason, but we don't want him to go inside with us, so like, we're gonna be dicks either
It puts us in
way.
a really weird situation, so I'd request that not happen if you are at a convention and meet us. That would be.
I don't think we can shake it though. I don't.
Not everyone.
I think
can
it's
get the
happened at
message,
every-
but it usually does happen. But to get the message out to as many people as possible, not to.
I mean, it's the same thing as it like somebody randomly coming up to you and being like, "Hey, can I follow you?"
Hey,
It's
yeah,
like,
no one's. I'm here by myself. Can I come along, tag along?
Well, I don't really
Or, like-
know you, but why? Well, just to see what you do. I wanna see how you walk and where you go.
Where you go?
Where
I have this map of where Aleks went. I followed him in the
I
whole.
tracked his movement patterns.
Tracked his movement
I'm gonna
patterns.
sell them on eBay now. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those weird things that I think all of us would request not happen. I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm pretty sure everyone has about the same feeling. But yeah, it just puts us in a weird situation.
I mean, like, there's points where we're like, when we were going to our like signing or our panel, and there was like, our signing, and there's like,
I got fucked both times.
we couldn't find where to go, and we were looking for it, and all of a sudden people would come up and they'd be like, "Oh, hey," and we'd be like, we're going to our signing thing. Sorry, we'll
I
sign
can
your
follow
stuff
you.
there. All right, and all of a sudden we have 20 people just following behind us, like as we're trying to find out where to go ourselves, and. Now all of a sudden we see Seamus. He's got a crew. James has got his own crew.
We combine and then
We
they
combine.
combine.
and they're like, oh, we're all here. It's just
Well,
swarm.
here, let's just swarm them now.
Oh.
We get closed in on all angles, but I mean, yeah, like we said, we really enjoy meeting the fans, but there's sometimes where we get overwhelmed, and then we have like instances like the tag-alongs a lot and all that stuff. So I mean, we do it.
I think James got. Somebody was saying about being a bit obsessive. James got like screamed at by a fan.
Oh, yeah, she got mad at him.
I don't know if it was a joke or not.
I don't know if it was either, but I was right there.
I
and-
don't want to plug her because I don't want her to feel bad if she's on the stream. But this person was very upset that James did not sign a certain body part, and so therefore, again, I don't know if she was joking. If she was joking, all right, but it came off as somebody that was very upset and made a scene because of it, and it was very awkward for I think everybody involved just because of the way it played out.
I took it as a joke.
You took it as a joke?
Yeah, I
Now
didn't
that
know
you
what to
say
take it as.
I
didn't know what to take
could've
it
gone
as.
either way, to be honest.
We talked to her earlier, I think, and she was like, she seemed
so
all right.
Was it me and you that were there, or
Yeah,
me and Dan or something?
You and Dan. She seemed funny. She seemed cool, whatever.
Well,
And then at the line,
I wasn't there for that.
she kind of exploded. And if that was a joke, again, haha. But it came off very strong, and I mean, we wouldn't want a lot of things like that happening where we get yelled at by
should we
fans.
make a fan etiquette video?
how to properly
How to properly make these guys,
Do not yell at us if we will not sign your body parts.
because James will yell back.
That's true.
Yeah, James isn't afraid to yell back, but I don't know. It was pretty fun. I thought it was kind of funny.
Was it kind of funny?
Yeah.
Because
Well, it wasn't happening to me, so
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny because of that. Like if it was me, I would have been like pretty upset, but because it wasn't me, it was fine.
I guess that's the way humor works. Is if it's not you,
I wouldn't wish that on him. I wouldn't hope that happened to him, but like it wasn't happening to me at the time, and it was gonna happen regardless. So
Yeah.
might as well laugh at it.
But I do say that we do meet a lot of cool people though. Not every person that comes up is
The
strange.
vast majority of people are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
I like meeting people.
Very
Look at
rare
that in the chat
instances.
right there. Look at that.
What?
I can't read that. I can't read. I don't have my glasses.
Was it that person? Well, I hope I hope you were joking.
Were you joking?
Were you joking?
We don't even know if that's the real person. Could just be
Well,
someone.
the name actually.
The name does fit,
The
but-
name
The name
fits,
does
but-
fit.
because after I was approached earlier that day, it makes a lot of sense because of what she said. And but yeah, let's see if it was actually meant. Oh, look at all those Z's popping up.
Oh,
Hey, that's Salvatron 5,000, Salvatron 10,000, Salvatron
There's a lot of Salvatrons
50,000.
in
What
here.
the hell is going on with these Slavitrons?
Slavatron 5,000. Okay, well, we're just going
But
to
yeah, next up is RTX, right?
Next up is RTX. Like I said, it's one of those great places where Texas is fairly cheap to go to. It's not like Boston that'll just, like go crazy and
Boston's terrible.
destroy
I
your
hate
finances.
hate
But yeah,
Boston.
Austin's a great place. I mean, RTX is run really well by the guys over at Rooster Teeth. We'll be having a panel there. There's tickets are still on sale. You can go there. We'll be there all weekend. And
Sweating
should
in
be-
the hot
in the
Texas
humid,
heat.
Swimming
hot,
to the
humid-
convention center.
Swimming every day.
Hopefully we get a hotel. It's like right next to it.
I mean,
again.
yeah, I'm getting that same one.
Hopefully,
it's
please.
worth it.
Please
'cause
do.
It's a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth it.
I can't take 90% humidity with like 90-degree weather.
It's just a quick
terrible.
walk over. But yeah, if you guys want to show up there, we would be very appreciative. We can meet you and have a great time in Austin, Texas.
Go Rangers, right? Or go Padres.
Texas Rangers, Texas
The Padres.
Texas
San
I
Diego,
know.
man.
I know.
The Texas Padres.
Do we have anything else from PAX?
The Texas
Is
Cubs.
there anything else interesting that happened? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think so. It wasn't nearly as eventful, I think, as the
it
Atlanta
wasn't
trip.
super eventful. I mean, there was.
I just found out that I hate Boston.
Yeah, well,
Especially because of the
it just
airport.
reinforced my hate of Boston more than anything. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, we got
Yeah, I don't really
we got.
think.
I think we're gonna try and get together one more video PAX related, and then after that, it'll probably just be back to regular
Our
content.
amazing helicopter video.
I
We had the helicopter one, the parkour one, which Jesse LaFleur actually commented on it.
saw that.
I
That was
don't know who that
amazing.
is.
It was we actually, it was funny enough, we watched him at RTX in last RTX we were at. We saw him on American Ninja Warrior.
Oh,
And we were
all right.
like, oh, that guy has a YouTube channel. He's a parkour guy.
Yeah.
So when I parkour, he had a lot of quotes and stuff like that, inspirational quotes. So I kind of went off of that when I did my parkour video.
We should invite him for a video where you can both do parkour together.
Man, I would show him up. I can't.
You
do
would
that.
show him up.
I'd show him up.
It'd make him look really
I'd
bad.
make him look terrible.
Can't do that to him, I
He
guess.
would lose his credibility.
His career would be done.
His career would be over.
Oh well.
But yeah, so that was PAX. Fairly uneventful. Had a
Actually,
great panel.
I
Evolve was awesome.
yeah. I want to talk about how
Fans were
I
awesome.
He wants to talk about it.
played my laptop on the airplane, and how that was as an experience. Where
I don't know about this.
I
Where you're sitting next to me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I brought my laptop and I put it on the tray.
Mm-hmm.
Then I plugged in my headphones and then I plugged in a controller underneath the laptop, and I was pretty rigged out. I was about as
We had,
nerdy as you can get on an airplane playing
Yeah, the guys-
an Xbox controller on my laptop.
I've done that before.
Yeah?
I've done that before.
This
Well,
is the
I'm
first.
not-
Is this the first gaming laptop you've had?
No. But
Yeah. Okay. So because we got the guys from Mailing where got us some laptops, and
They're
Alex
very
got
good.
the small one, which made it perfect for the plane. Mine would have been
Did,
like,
James sold initially I wanted the bigger one, but then James sold it and was like, "You can play it on the plane," And I was
No,
like,
and he
"Shit."
darn sure did.
I
First
was
chance
like-
he got.
I was like, "Oh."
So
I'm gonna
he
try that out.
got Dark Souls going, and not to mention the fact that he dropped about 10 different chords while he's trying to do this. So it took
that
about
was-
20 minutes to set it up.
Dark Souls
Because
setting
he
up.
kept on having to
the,
pull
the
up
Xbox
and,
controller, you know that thing that plugs into the
Yeah.
controller in the USB.
Yeah.
That fell under my seat and got
had to
underneath
get
the
up.
dude's seat behind
He
me.
had to get up and
So I had to
lay
be like,
down in the
I had to be
aisle.
like,
to-
I had to like grab
me,
by his
sir.
foot,
Excuse me,
like,
sir.
pulling up the cord.
It was pretty good, but he finally got it hooked up, and he was playing Dark Souls, and he had the gaming laptop, he had the headphones hooked up, he had his controller was underneath the tray, and he was going pretty hard. I was
going-
watching him, and he was doing pretty good.
I was going pretty hard. but it.
We could have done.
I'm not
we had
used to.
fraps. You could have done
I could've
on
done-
plane
Yeah,
commentary.
that's what I was telling him. We should
Dual
have done like
commentary.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you were telling? I brought that up during Minecon
No, I know.
2011.
I
God damn
know.
it!
You
Oh,
did.
shit.
The airplane
Seamus
commentary,
was saying now we have good enough computers to do airplane
the
commentary.
30,000 feet commentary,
That would be pretty good.
and it's
like
just
it was-
airplane
it was-
noises.
Okay, Seamus, you might want to go
Over
You have to
gameplay.
get the UX2. We have to set that up. I think we could do it.
We should do an airplane recording.
You know how much
somebody else's tray.
playing a game-
and I'd play like the
If we'd have to go on we'd have to go on Virgin
Webcam.
because Virgin has outlets,
Yeah.
so we could hook up the computers in there because otherwise
shit.
a UX2 would drain the battery of that laptop.
That plane's gonna go down from that laptop to like suck itself.
They're gonna come back to us and be like,
Like,
"Excuse me, we have an unusually high."
It seems
power
the auxiliary
consumption."
power is completely gone. Something has sucked the power completely out of our plane. We're gonna have to make an emergency landing.
They come back to us, so we're just sitting there. We have webcams hooked onto the seats.
All right, does somebody have something really big that they're using all the power with? Because it's supposed to be for like a cell phone charger, not for. I got my computer plug. I got my computer and my my sound interface device. I also on this over here I have my capture card. My Elgato is running off of
Bring
this.
the
So
mixer, we bring the capture cards, we bring
Pull
the
out
UX2s,
pull like a
yeah,
power
we bring the
strip.
big soundboard. So we're taking up 2 lanes of like cords. There's cords going across the aisle.
we're doing a
like-
Treetopia on the plane.
Pull out a power strip or like every.
People don't know what the fuck is going. Welcome back, everyone.
We're in the plane here.
Our plane ran out of power, but
One second, I gotta
we made
turn
an
that-
emergency landing, so we're good.
Oh man, yeah, you hear the captain's announcements going through.
Somebody please turn off whatever electronics you're
Ladies and
using.
gentlemen, we're about half an hour outside our destination. So.
Whoever has a
okay,
small
guys, we need to wrap
house-
this up really quick.
Whoever has a small house being powered by the plane needs to turn it off.
Can you imagine?
What can we do with it? Like, what can we do with that? Like, it's like happy time or something. Because that's gonna be on the recording. So like,
Oh,
that could work.
that would be amazing.
We all have to bring our laptops next time and do a quadruple or a sextuplet commentary
I would say that
across
having
the Southwest
the
plane.
three
Yes.
and three
Yeah.
chairs. We would have, James, Dan, me, and then Alex, Seamus, Sly. We'd all be recording with all of our mics.
Yeah.
Like we need webcams.
Yeah.
The webcams running as well, hooked up to the laptops. We could get power strips.
This
that
plane
we
is
can put
going
under.
down.
So we'll plug the power strips in, plug all the laptops.
I think this
into
could
it.
work. I honestly think this could work. People are
I
gonna
think
be,
this plane is
people are
gonna
be
crash.
sketched out. And there's no protocol for anything like this ever. But I mean, I don't know what they'll
They
say.
need to
like,
be able to test this stuff, so we need to be able to juice out enough.
They'll-
power
they'll
from
go
this
back to
thing
the board
that
panel and
they're
be like-
"Okay, we need to put rules in place." For
they'll be
this
like, all
kind
right,
of
so
stuff."
6 people were in the airplane. They started talking to their laptops and recording it at once. It was really weird. They were doing like a podcast on the airplane.
But they had games playing at the same time.
They were playing video. They were
Minecraft.
treating it like it was a man cave with 30,000 feet in the air.
Oh,
One of them
man.
started screaming the F word.
You can join the Mile High Let's Play Club.
We get
There you go.
kicked out so fast.
Sly would be like, "What the fuck?" Waitress come up, excuse me, please stop doing that. You're gonna get
He'd
kicked
have his
off.
headphones on. He'd still be screaming. We'd have like Ventrilo going. Or
Oh, we'd have to have
Skype.
Ventrilo going.
TeamSpeak.
I think it's a good idea.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think it's a good idea, Seamus.
I think it's a good
Seamus.
idea if we want the plane to crash.
Seamus, okay, next time we fly, we are going to sit
brought this
together.
up, like,
We are
3
I
years
know,
ago,
but now
though.
we have the means to do it. My laptop sucked before. Now we actually have good laptops. We can sit down.
It doesn't even have to be like a good. We could have fucking played like Mario for.
You don't
I had
understand
this
how bad
idea.
my last laptop was. Okay?
I had this idea 3 years ago, almost
did.
3 years ago, when we went to Minecon 2011 in fucking Vegas. That's when I got the idea for it, and now it comes up again. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a great idea. You should do it." Hey.
It's been 3 years. Lots has changed in 3 years,
A lot has changed.
You know.
A lot has changed.
I had this idea forever ago.
I mean, well, you'll hear it. The Creature Hub airplane commentary. Every time we go on a trip, we will record airplane commentary and release it. So it'll be a special thing. Thanks to Seamus here, came up with the
and
amazing
Alex with
idea.
the resurgency of the idea.
Resurgency, yep. But it should be pretty good. So, can you think of anything else from PAX?
From PAX,
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of stuff that we did as opposed to last time. I mean, we sat down.
We sat down.
Yeah,
Okay, I think we're done with PAX.
I think we're pretty much done with PAX at this
So
point.
I wrote down on here as well. Gary Busey.
He's doing those Amazon commercials.
He's not only doing those Amazon commercials, he is now part of the WWE like live stream stuff.
Why?
I don't know.
What does?
My theory is that he saw and his agent saw such a resurgence in his Google hits from us talking about him that he's like, you need to do something.
They're like, who's this Gary Busey
You're
guy?
at the top of the Google charts right now, higher than you've ever been. You need to do something. Let's get you on Amazon. Let's get you on WWE.
This is the most popular you've been since Rookie of the Year, Busey. Rookie of the Year.
Oh man,
Have you seen that?
Yes.
where was he in that?
He was the pitcher, wasn't he?
He
Is that
was-
the or not?
I don't think he was the pitcher.
What was
though.
what was the movie I'm talking about? It was the kid who broke his arm and he
Yeah,
played
that's
for
Rookie of the Year.
I'm pretty sure he was
That
the pitcher.
He was the pitcher. In
I
that?
think so.
I'll check it on my
the
IMDb.
guy. That guy. I think that was Gary Busey.
Because he had a mustache in that, so that would be. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
That movie's pretty old. That was like 20 or 30 years ago.
What? What?
How old is that movie?
No, that's 90s.
It's like 20 years
Late
ago.
90s.
That was late 90s.
Rookie
Okay,
of
like
the Year? I thought
15
that
years
was
ago.
early 2000s.
Huh?
It's not
Rookie
that
of the
new.
Year?
Are you thinking of
2000s.
The Rookie, like Dennis Quaid, or Rookie
I think
of the
I'm
Year?
thinking of.
I
The
thought
Rookie.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I just saw Gary Busey pop up. That was Gary Busey.
Yeah. What year did that movie come out? in?
1993. That is.
It was early 90s. See,
That was
it
early
is 20
90s.
years ago.
Chet Stedman.
Yeah, he was
Chet
Chet.
Stedman.
He was Chet,
He darn sure was
the
Chet.
old veteran pitcher who was just
Man.
trying to make it. And then the Cubs won the World Series, which hasn't happened since the movie.
5.8 out of 10.
Boy, that movie was amazing.
that
That's
was
bullshit.
A good movie.
Fuck
I
them.
did think that was a good movie.
That's bullcrap.
Henry Rowan Gardner. What has that guy been up to? Thomas Ian
Nothing.
Nicholas. Man, look at him. Look how much older he is.
Wait, what the fuck?
Huh?
Rowan Gardner. Thomas Ian Nicholas? Is that him?
Yeah.
He's only 33.
He's 33.
He was
years old.
13 when he
Man,
was in that
Gary
movie.
Busey.
Well, let me see that.
What are you looking at? What do you want to see? You want to see him or the movie?
Let me
he
see
was
the-
he was in American Pie. He's the. That's what he's known for, I guess. What do you want to see?
I want to see the kid.
Oh, the kid.
Yeah.
Let me get the image bigger so you can look at him.
That movie's 20 years
Henry
old.
Rowan Gardner.
Was that the kid with the elastic arm?
Yes.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
broke
He
it. It
broke
was like,
So,
Like strained a tendon, so he's like.
so was Gary Busey his older self?
No, Gary
No.
Busey was the pitcher with the mustache.
he was like the old
Todd
hot.
Stedman.
He was like
yeah,
he was like
yeah.
the old hot shot veteran pitcher who was on his last leg because his arm was messed up or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it was
He
Gary
like
Busey.
he was like the fan. He was the biggest
Right.
fan of.
It's the only movie I know that Gary Busey has been in.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I was
And
thinking of
remember
the
the
rookie.
pitching coach, the guy with the sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
he was the director of that.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Wow.
was. I remember that from a while
How
ago.
about that? That movie was great.
Daniel Stern.
Mm.
So
Yeah, see, there he is.
Gary Busey's with the WWE now.
Daniel Stern.
Mm.
But yeah, the resurgence in Gary Busey popularity is obviously
We're a part of it.
we're
Like,
part.
we
of it.
have
I
to
think
be a
we,
part
we
of it.
did we did something about it. I mean, Gary Busey.
There's definitely a
owns-
spike.
He's getting all these
definitely
deals
was.
now. Like, when's the last time you saw Gary Busey? Last time I saw him was on Conan. And he threw a cheeseburger at a blimp. It's the only time I remember seeing him.
Well, last time I saw him, I guess was.
I think that was Gary Busey.
Last time I saw him, I guess was Rookie of the Year. That was like 10 years ago.
I'm pretty sure Conan hired a blimp to follow Gary Busey around, and Busey ended up getting really mad and threw a cheeseburger at it. I think that was him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, can you
By the way,
imagine?
they're saying, let me see what Transcendence is. They're saying it's. Dan said his movie review got 6.5 out of 10.
It's better than that Frankenstein movie.
I Frankenstein.
Didn't that get like a
I don't know.
0.3 or
Let
something?
me check and see. That was Rotten Tomatoes we were looking at.
Yeah,
Let me see. Aaron Eckhart.
What the fuck?
it's gonna be like
5.3,
5.3%.
30 Metascore.
It's so bad.
Transcendence wasn't much better though, so 44 Metascore. Yeah, it's pretty bad stuff right there. Pretty bad stuff. I bet Disney's Bears got a better review than that.
Bears?
Disney's
Oh,
Bears.
7.9 out of
What?
10.
Well,
Well, everyone go watch Bears instead of
Is that,
Transcendence.
is that like the legit Bears one where you have like
They follow two
Oh
like a
my
grizzly and
God,
her two
yeah,
cubs.
oh my God, are
It's a
you kidding
nature
me?
show.
a grizzly
Are
and her
you
two
kidding
cubs.
me?
They had what's his name, the American Idol guy, singing for it. Philip Phillips.
Philip Phillips? That's a
Yeah.
real name?
Yeah, it's the guy that
Philip
does
Phillips.
he does the home song. Like,
Why would you-
Make a place called home.
I want to see Gary Busey throw a cheeseburger at John Cena.
That's pretty much a blimp.
He will. Oh man. Anyway, Gary Busey. So, oh man.
Oh my
What have
god.
we become?
Can we get him on Creature Talk? How much do you think that would be?
Well, after his resurgence,
Yeah, he owes us
probably
one.
Spiked up.
He owes us
He
one.
does owe us one. Does he have a Twitter?
Probably.
We tweeted.
Probably just tweets out in all caps constantly.
I'm Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. I didn't know he was in Rookie of the Year. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was the pitcher.
Dang.
Wasn't John Candy the announcer in that?
I think so. Yeah. I love John Candy too.
John Candy.
God damn
man,
it.
What a cast that had. It's the guy, Daniel Stern, who's the guy from Home Alone, one of the bandits.
Oh yeah,
Really?
the guy that gets electrocuted.
Yeah, he was the guy that directed. He was in that. And then
Oh, he was like the crazy guy who got locked in the cage the one time.
yeah, he's the pitching
He
coach.
was trying to get out. Yeah.
He directed and acted in that.
The
You got
fuck?
John Candy. You got Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Like, that's just an all-star cast right there from 93. One of my favorite movies, one of my brother's favorite movies. He was a big baseball guy back in the day, so.
Even if it does show the Cubs winning, it is
Hey.
fictional.
Yeah,
it is not real.
Strong fiction.
It's very strong fiction.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. But so we also have a little announcement here. This isn't huge. Well, actually, a couple things. Tomorrow is Easter. These two, Seamus and Sly, are going to be streaming, doing their stream. No idea what they're going to do, but since it is 420 and Easter combined, I don't want to know what they're going to do. But you know, I guess that'll you can't stop everything.
Can't stop it. You know?
But as you can see on this back here, the screen, we have R.I.P. Wendy. I am proud to announce that in honor of Wendy, we have created an R.I.P. Wendy shirt that is now available.
It's available now?
Yes, it is
Oh,
available
wow.
now. So if you go to creatures.spreadshirt.com, you can see it there, as well as the two.
Should put a link in the chat.
I will get.
You think
to
they're
that.
gonna type that down? I wouldn't type that shit
I'll
down.
get to it, but I mean, you'll see it there. It's at the top. We also have the Smite design and the PAX East design that we gave out at PAX. But the most important thing we'll take away from this, Wendy, if you want to, be able to walk around and have Wendy on your shirt. And
know you
have
do.
people ask. That the most important thing is having people ask who she is, so you can really honor her memory. By
I
letting
don't know.
them
Some
know.
squirrel, some idiots
Some
found.
stupid squirrel that was on my boy band's front porch or something like that.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
It's I mean, that's the best way to describe us to someone who doesn't know who we are. To be
A boy
honest.
band.
A boy
A
band.
boy band?
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Yep.
Of which, like, maybe one of us can sing. Can you sing?
Seamus, do you want to try and describe
Not really.
us to somebody who doesn't know who we are?
Bunch of idiots.
I guess that works.
That's
too.
pretty-
Bunch of idiots, boy band, whatever you want to use.
Boy band. Idiotic boy band.
Professional online entertainers.
That sounds
Professional
very bad.
dumbasses.
Professional online entertainers sounds like we're porn stars.
Yeah, it
We
does.
pretty much are. We're porn. We're porn for your mind.
Anytime someone asks me what I do and I don't want to say YouTube, I say,
Mind porn.
video work. And it always sounds like I'm like, yeah, I'm porn.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, what are you? Video production on what? Online.
Video production.
Online video production.
I'm a stand-in.
Yeah, I'm an entertainer online.
My hair is kind of long, so I stand in
Ooh.
for the women sometimes,
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
You're stand-in.
I'm stand-in. I'm an extra.
Oh,
Stunt double.
But yeah, so Wendy shirts. Tomorrow also, after during the stream and before and after, we're having like a Easter marathon. If you guys remember what happened last year on Easter, we have an Easter special going up around the same concept, but
Should go up at
infinitely better.
4:20 p.m. Someone would have to sit there and
It's the same time.
no,
as your stream
I don't think
started.
I think we're doing it at 2 still, as far as I know.
No, it's 4:20. You recommended it, Seamus.
I said it as a joke,
Okay,
and
no,
then Sly
there
thought
you
it
go
was a
with it
good
too.
idea, so he wanted to do it, and I didn't.
Oh man, but yeah.
But yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
is
yeah.
is that
So
what
tomorrow we're gonna have lots of videos in the Creature
we
Hub.
got?
Go watch
How many
them.
videos do we have going up?
Three. I think there's three. I have to check with Dan to see what it
Three
came out
Easter
to, but it was
videos,
a really long.
which were terrible Easter videos.
Alex, you were there. How'd you like it?
I was horrible. I was in horrible
I
experience.
was there for part of it, and it was already horrible.
Yeah,
And I only saw
it just went downhill.
I only saw like
from
2
there.
things, and I was
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, it was downhill from there. I ran away from.
Yeah, I heard you out of breath when he came
He
in.
did run. He ran.
he
for
was
his
out of
life
breath.
at
I
one point.
ran. I couldn't handle.
He was
like-
legitimately out of breath.
So yeah, I'd go watch it tomorrow. It's 3-part. It's a trilogy of Easter that can only.
I expect 1 million views
There's
on
no
each
way
of
to
them.
describe it.
Each of them.
Man.
There's
it
really no
was,
way to describe what today was. So
I mean, it was. I'd say closest thing I could think of would be Fear Factor without Joe Rogan.
yeah, pretty much.
No
Or
Rogan.
James as Joe Rogan.
James Rogan.
See, I tried
James
to aid it at the very beginning because I thought it would be like I didn't think it was a big deal, but
You didn't have any idea what was in store.
No,
did
I
you?
didn't, and I think a lot of our stuff is getting progressively worse as we get like we're doing.
Because you
worse
keep trying
things.
to top it. Like, you do one thing that's down here, and then, okay, we gotta do...
Let's just say the cat poop
oh.
eggs, that's tame compared to this video.
Yeah, I'd rather have the cat poop eggs than.
I would have rather had everything. I mean, well, there's someone just guessed it anyway. The Easter egg hunt.
God damn it.
Prepare for the Creatures Easter egg hunt, Office Edition,
and
marathon.
It was pretty bad.
Yep, we're gonna pace you guys on it too, so it won't be a full like. I think it was like almost an hour of footage we had. We'll cut it down and split it up so you pace.
Wasn't
you guys
ready
throughout
for
the
that,
day.
but
Oh man.
No,
Ripped Wendy's shirt.
I don't think so.
Tease the marathon stuff.
make sure to 420 blaze it tomorrow.
I mean, we recorded some factions. Actually had a good time in factions today. Did you, Seamus?
Yeah, it went pretty well, because we weren't getting fucked in the ass for an hour and a half. It went pretty
I'm sure
well.
this next time we will, though. Believe me.
I was just
'Cause
watching the
people will
chat.
Find out
Hey,
where
has
you
anyone
are.
got the coordinates? I'll pay you money for the coordinates. Does anyone know the coordinates? I know the coordinates. Do you? What do you want for it? I want a bunch of money for it. Okay, where do you want to meet? And that guy ends up getting killed by the guy. They like set him up. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Some weird backdoor deals going. Trust no one.
We added a bunch of stuff to the server store, so that stuff all got updated. And
I got some
I think
of
some
it.
people are. Yeah,
I got
Seamus is
some of
getting a stupid cow spawner.
I got a
so
cow
with
spawner.
cows. And I was going to. I think they took down the silver temporarily, so I had some questions about that. But we'll be adding it back in the silver.
I got
rank.
some kinks to work out.
Yeah,
Apparently,
there's a few
so.
little kinks. But
Cow
besides
spawner
that-
works amazingly.
Cow
though.
spawner, yeah, that thing
Got
was giving
plenty of
us food.
steak off of that.
It was good.
Plenty of
so.
steak.
Yep, I think that's about it for this Creech Talk, though, ladies and gentlemen. Unless we want to go for one question from the audience. I mean, how long have we been, we've been
2
going?
hours. It's 7 p.m. Jordan.
So we've been going for 2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
Okay.
Well, what time did we start? 5? Did we start at
know what
5? I
time
don't
we
know.
started at.
Probably started at 5:30. It's probably been an hour and a half.
Okay, so let's just do one question
From the chat. All right.
One question from the chat.
One question from the chat.
Oh,
Put
I
it
got-
in sub
We'll
only. mode,
only
please.
do it if they can collectively agree on one question, and that'll never happen.
They
so.
yeah. How are people gonna get like one question in chat?
They have to elect a
In
leader.
Twitch chat.
They have to
You're
elect
not
a
gonna do
leader.
that. You're not gonna
So
do
let's
that.
watch
And then
the
we'll-
democracy unfold.
We'll
All right.
communicate with the leader.
Right
but
now-
then the people who elected the leader are going to get mad that we're not talking
We're
to
gonna
them.
see- we're gonna
so
see
they're
a
going
lot
to
of-
overthrow the leader, and there's going to be a Twitch chat revolution.
Wow.
I don't think we ever got the answer about.
Hello.
What?
I think Jordan just reset.
You just turn off?
He legitimately reset. Like
We never got the answer about.
he just blue screened.
Sorry, the things I put in my body today have kind of screwed up my thought
Wendy's?
process pretty
All right.
pretty grotesquely.
So right now we're watching chat as to see if they can all agree on one question.
They can't.
This is gonna like be kind of
It's gonna
hard.
get pretty intense. Oh, they announced PAX South.
Oh,
They
yeah.
As well. I forgot to mention
Absolutely
that,
not.
Which we are not going to, by the way.
Fuck
Ever.
that. I'm not going to Texas twice and like.
But it's January. It'll be nice there, probably.
I guess
nicer.
It'll be like
Anyway,
nicer. Yeah, it'll
our,
be nicer.
our
But
convention in Texas is RTX and always will be.
What if there's a creature con and we go to Texas?
Why would we go to Texas, Seamus?
I don't know. I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Seamus.
What if we had
Seamus,
Creature Con
please.
during RTX?
Seamus.
How do you think
MC
that would look?
Railman versus Kutra? That'll happen.
Is that the question? You said one question, and that was what you read.
That wasn't a question.
was that
What
was
was
the
it then?
question? Well, it had
Look,
four,
that person's campaigning right now.
Someone's
A vote for me
campaigning.
is a vote closer for me to be the leader. Oh man.
oh
You got
my God.
campaigners already.
This is a pretty interesting social experiment
Still
because
waiting for people to Creature Con Detroit.
Oh, terrible.
Oh man, I don't even want
It'd
to.
probably be a really cheap
I
convention
don't
hall.
want to know
though.
what the Detroit convention.
Is it like
center
$30
looks
for the weekend in a big convention hall
oh
there?
man, there's so many good questions. It's just
$30.
not one question though. So it's like this is really hard. How can we answer so many questions when we're only looking for one question?
I don't know, Alex. This is just. I don't know.
What? The hell?
What?
I'm just trying to read, but I don't know if I'm reading stuff properly because I can't see from back here.
We're not doing calls today. Don't worry.
We're not. Don't worry. We're not doing
Don't
them.
worry, guys.
We're not doing calls today.
You can.
I don't
You
want
want
to
to stay here for the next 3 hours?
All right, guys. In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna give out my number. You guys can call me all you want.
In about 10 minutes, I'm going to give out my number and subsequently change my number.
You know, during my when my phone number was leaked, I received a lot of phone calls, and during one of my Battle Block Theater recordings, I actually started answering those phone calls
How'd that go?
while recording, and that was pretty interesting
How'd that
because
go?
people were like, I was like, "Hello," they'd be like, hi."
Yeah, I always kind of wanted to like.
What do you?
What happens if
what
you
are you
answer
calling me
them?
for? What are you calling me for?
Like,
Wait, is this Alex? Yeah. What are you calling me for? I don't. Like,
I just
like
saw your number on your video.
most people just like try to call it and then they don't have anything planned if it's actually the person who answers it. So they're like, oh,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, all these people like want to call me because they know this is my number. What happens if I pick up? I pick up. They don't know what to say and they hang up. So I'm like, well, all right, that seems kind of productive.
how many texts did you get? Did you get a lot of texts?
I did get a lot of texts.
All right.
There's a lot of texts that I got.
That's like when what's his face's number
Jack.
got leaked. Yep, he
Jack.
went up on stage and got pissed.
Joel leaked his number.
How does that even happen? Like, how
Joel
does someone
did it
else?
on purpose? He did it on purpose. Like
I'd be really pissed. That would suck.
Jack was pretty upset about
That would
it.
suck.
I don't blame him.
You'd have to change your number
I had
like
that number
immediately.
for like 12 years.
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Oh,
God damn it!
Well, I can't see a common question here.
Then just pick one.
Okay, well,
There's too busy campaigning for Oscar apparently.
There's campaigns going on right now. There's a lot of campaigns.
Whoever has the most money is probably gonna win.
It's just not going to work out. Like I don't, because now they want to figure out who the leader is first before they ask.
This is gonna take a couple hours just in itself, and then
Ideally, what we want is that everyone would be spammed the same question, so then we would answer that question. But right now, it's just everyone is saying different questions among trying to get elected to ask said question. So it's just not.
Wait, what does that say?
It's not a good thing.
does that say
going on.
"Sing me a bedtime sing"?
Sing
Is that
me
really what that
bedtime-
says? I had to lean forward to
sing
read
me
that.
a bedtime sing. Wow.
Will you please just pick a question?
I can't find one. There's no good questions.
Oh wait, okay. I see a lot of ones. There's a lot of ones going on.
Looks like
I just don't know what the ones are for. There's just a bunch of people typed in one in unison, so I thought that there was a consensus for.
Stop campaigning. We're not going to the leader thing anymore.
I mean, all people have to do is just copy paste one question over and over again.
That's easy.
And then people,
Yes, but then they're gonna pick a stupid question that we're not gonna answer anyway.
we're gonna answer it.
Like,
We
what
might
does
as well answer it.
SSOHPKC stand for? Oh, there goes Seamus.
Well,
Can you put up the Treetopia map for download? Eventually, we will.
okay.
Okay. Next week, we are not only doing Creech Talk 100, episode 100. It's going to be a big deal. We're also recording for
I can't take you seriously when you have your hat backwards. and you're
Treetopia episode 100 as well, which is also going to be a big deal. So it should be pretty fun.
It's all pretty much a big deal.
It's a big deal. So that's it. That's Creech Talk.
That was it.
YOLO. 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 Come on, join me, Alex.
YOLO.
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 YOLO low. I don't understand what we're doing.
I don't know either. What are we doing, Alex?
What happened to Trapville? Somebody says. Yeah, what happened to Trapville?